Well, hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome to this Sunday night podcast. It's going to wait for people to show up, and of course, William, the co-host of Two Screw Jobs, One Podcast. We are going to be talking about the ladies of WWE in today's podcast. But obviously, we warm up first. And yes, I'm in a tiny little box. Uh, that's what their husbands say. They're in a tiny little box. But yeah, just waiting for people to show up. We've got Drew. Hello, Drew. Shout out to you. How you doing, bud? Everyone. We'll about 5 minutes, and then obviously William Ency. We'll get him in the chat. Dylan. Hello. Shout out to you, my friend. Ballyhoo, William. How we doing? He's a lead and he's having medical tomorrow. Very cool. We've got Peter. Hello, Peter. Hello, I've just bought the Uncharted PS5 Legacy Thrones Collection. That's great to hear, Peter. Shout out to you. We've got Casey in the chat as well. Casey, shout out to you. Dylan, hello, Leeds 2026. Hello. Ready when you are. I will give you a blast and I will give you a call now and we can crack on. Like as always, I will see how you look on the camera. So your call, bosh. Let's enlarge that. Wait for you to connect. And there we go. There he is, the man.
Hello.
Let me just check my.
Yeah.
Oh, you're all right. That's good. See if we enlarge you a little bit more.
Enlarge me. You want to enlarge me more? Don't make any sense.
Yeah, it makes sense
Let's
when
make
you
this
see it back
motherfucker
there.
big.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That is perfect right here in. How are you doing, bud?
Oh, pretty good. How are you doing? How's everybody in the chat doing as well?
Yeah, don't forget the chat.
You gotta be nice to everybody. Yeah.
Can't forget the chat.
Well, that's a you thing. That's not so much as me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring a couple friends online with me. Yeah. Hey guys, I brought these people.
Oh,
These three people specifically.
oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like they've got lots to say. That one of them
Yeah.
beef up.
Yeah. Well, they don't have a whole lot. Yeah, they don't have a whole lot to say. They do have opinions, but fuck them. They're not my thoughts. Not like their opinion matter.
Is that beef up
I
behind
mean,
you?
yeah, that was
It's
like
just beef up.
I was looking for.
We've got
Yeah, I was looking
on.
for.
We've got a full on SmackDown superstar. I mean, honestly, we're cooking well tonight.
Yeah, right there. Yeah,
She's just like us.
I don't know who that is.
Uh,
I don't know who this is. I don't know who that is. I mean,
that Tavian?
it's a woman's podcast.
Is that Tavian
Yeah, that.
Hats? Or is that Swerve Strickland at back? I don't know. James Chadwick, hello, shout out
I
to
think it's
you.
for.
There we go. We've got some new features.
Here, we'll do this so it's a little bit.
Guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can make my own background if I want to.
You know what? That is fitting.
Since we're talking about women.
Yeah, that is absolutely fitting. It looks like you've got a. It looks like you've got a female haircut, doesn't it, Chat? Doesn't it look like his hair is now just female?
Yeah, because it kind of gives like this. Yeah.
So yeah, the topic.
Now I got like a beehive.
Yeah, the topic of today is, of course, WWE females, how they are booked.
Yeah.
Yeah, how have they got it so right in NXT and seem to fumble it every time when it comes to the main roster? Have we got the right talent on the main roster? Do we need to mix it up? Do we need to filter it out more onto Raw and SmackDown? Where do we need to? What we need to do to make that the most vibrant female division?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts? I'll let you
lead
the way.
I'm not sure where to really. My thoughts? All right. Well, I think, my opinion, since it matters more than anybody else in the chat. So fuck you guys. Dave has me on, not you. So my opinion is what matters. I think it's all right. I don't know. I mean, it's like, can they wrestle? Well, Liv can't wrestle really worth shit, but I mean, she's not a wrestler, but she's a great actress. You got like Alexa Bliss, great, I mean, really great actress, and she can parallel with the wrestling. She can tell the story. So, but she's a professional. I think they're all pros. I think for the most part, but they're just shying way too far away from the wrestling itself. I think you just need more wrestling, less dramatic acting because I don't know if it's writing the script or if it's just laziness or if like women get to the main roster and crash and just cash in. They get that higher pay and then they just say fuck it. Now I'm just gonna do what I'm told and I don't really care about my career anymore because I'm in WWE. I'm at the top. I don't know what it is, but like once a woman gets to their main roster, and we always blame the creative, we blame the talent, the booking. We blame everything, but it's up to the individual. It's up to the wrestler herself to actually perform. Like So Ruka, she's trying so hard. I think she's just,
This
she's
is too
busting ass,
much.
but it's not. She's trying too hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's doing too
she's
much.
just she's overwhelmed. Yeah, she's just overwhelmed trying to be what she was in NXT. In NXT, she wasn't good on the mic. She wasn't a storyteller. She's just a great performer. She's a wrestler. That's what she should
Yeah,
concentrate on. You know, don't worry about trying to make yourself a billionaire. I mean, she's got money. She gets paid well. She's got endorsements. She just needs to put on the great matches like Tiffany Stratton did when she first came in.
yeah, but
Tiffany
Tiffany
Stratton
Stratton
needs to
now
go
is
back to that.
making
Where she was.
Tiffany Stratton's now making more mistakes than anything. I feel that it's pressures on her again because I mean
Yeah, because
Days does make a great point, and I think it's a point what needs to be made again. Is that I don't think they have enough training with the females. I mean, not doing enough tour dates. We're not doing the house shows like we used to do back in the day. So they're throwing Tiffany
yeah,
Stratton in or like Sol Ruka in with people she'd not really wrestled with. So you're asking like the likes of Becky Lynch or I don't know Liv Morgan to carry somebody they've not really
yeah,
worked with. And so Ruka does the flippy doodah stuff, which yeah, it looks pretty.
yeah,
But in hindsight, if you're not on the same page, you're getting clocked by a stray foot or a stray arm because you've not positioned yourself perfectly for that move to look good. It's just man, it's just.
yeah.
I think what the problem is that yeah, I think that once you get to the main roster, I think
Am I getting messages?
In NXT they allow them to have the time, right? They're allowed to have 6 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever they need to get their story across. You get to the main
Yeah,
roster, it's oh no, we've got Roman on,
yeah,
so he's going to have extra time. We've got CM Punk on, he's got to have extra time. Yeah, and then the minutes what they have scheduled to have. I
yeah,
mean, look at SmackDown, right? It was a great show, SmackDown. Absolutely loved it. But there's clearly an issue because we supposed to have had a page promo. They cut it, and you know what? They ended up filming it and putting it on social media because they didn't have time to put it on the show.
yeah,
But if he had it scheduled to be on the show, how on earth has something
yeah,
overrun to stop her moment, if you get what I mean? And that's, yeah, again, it's another woman getting cut. It's like, yeah, we've got female roster. We've got the
yeah,
greatest female roster in wrestling, in my opinion. NXT, they're just banging them out. But once they get to the main roster, they're just not getting the time. So she's literally Sol Ruka, I'm talking about, is
yeah,
going in, doing all the flips because she's thinking, I've got 3 minutes here. I've got 5 minutes here. How can I get me over in 5 minutes? And that's how she chooses to do it.
yeah,
And that's why she's making so many mistakes. Instead of
yeah,
thinking, actually, what do I need to do to get the story across that I'm trying to tell? So,
yeah. I think her putting, most people will say it's the fans, it's us, that's what we hear all the time. It's always the fans, it's always the people watching, it's always the people cheering. We're putting her under that kind of pressure. She's got to perform for us. No, it's all on Soruka. You can't blame fans for anything. I don't care if a fan's out there saying rip her fucking tits off or some shit. You know, that's your fan base. That's who's paid for a ticket to go to your show. So
Yeah.
kick them out, do whatever you want. I mean, that's not a great fan. I'm not saying go to a show. I'm just saying, as far as the wrestler's perspective, eat it. I mean, you're making like $10 million a year or whatever your contract is. I mean, that people who are famous. That's just one of my biggest things. Like, oh, TMZ's got. At the same time, you're making money off being in the public's eye, so you're under that scrutiny. I mean, people want to know what you're doing in your backyard. I'm sorry, but no one's paying me $10 million to say fuck you on TV, and I mean,
Well,
if
you
someone's
just get
paying
to
me
say
$10
fuck you
million,
for
I
free.
don't give a shit what they see
William,
going
we
out in
just
the
get
back.
to say we just get to say fuck
Yeah,
you
I just say
for
it for
free
free.
on
Yeah,
YouTube.
well,
That's
yeah,
the difference.
yeah, that's right. I just said it for free. Fuck you.
I mean, it's
Go
it's
fuck yourselves if you don't like me.
it's got to a point now where the female wrestlers are
Yeah,
having to do stuff extra on social media to make sure that they get the exposure. Bailey is a classic example of this. I mean,
well,
she's
yeah,
not even doing anything. And this contract situation seems to be the biggest
yeah.
storyline in the female division right now in WWE. Will she sign? Is she
Yeah,
going to AEW? I
and
mean, it's
now
great for
Bailey's
her
going
because
to AEW. Yeah,
she's building up all this speculation by doing
yeah,
nothing. Yeah, she raised a few eyebrows
yeah. She's not doing
posting that thing
anything.
on Instagram this past week.
Okay,
Yeah, go on, mate.
yeah, but like I don't mind that part. You know, I don't mind that part Bailey's doing about on social media. Where I do have a problem, and where kind of ticks me off is when you see Bailey like out of the supermarket, and you're not supposed to approach her because hands off. They're doing personal things. I mean, that's a personal thing. We respect that distance
I
because I
don't
don't
know if I ever saw Bailey in
want
a
to go see the,
supermarket. I
the
don't think
Bailey
I'd
the
be keeping
person.
my
I want
hands
to go
away.
see Bailey. I want to see Bailey. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you're a separate case. No, but
I
I
don't
mean,
get to
in
see wrestlers.
reality,
I don't get to
like
see
I want to talk
wrestlers.
to Bailey, the
The chances
superstar. Oh, we do all the time. We do all the time. I mean, more people see wrestlers than me. I mean, it's just
Ryan,
they're
hello,
always
shout
in
out to you. I
random
haven't seen you.
places. They never. That's why that. I think that's why. Yeah, yeah. They use. That. I mean, that's the business. The business is a public, and if you want to be famous, I'm sorry, You know, you gotta be seen, and you gotta. I mean, wear a mask. I mean, hell, cut up your face or
I mean,
something. I
it's
mean,
like
most wrestlers, like you could pass by Liv Morgan. There's lookalikes for all
Jesse
the
Jackhammer,
wrestlers. You
hello,
could
shout out
pass
to you.
by him and not even know it. You know, so I mean, they can have their anonymity. They can have their anonymity, but people who make money and and make themselves on social media, that's your whole deal. I mean, like if Charlotte Flair's not on social media doing anything, she's just in the ring doing her WWE stuff. Hey, leave her alone. There's
No,
no real reason to approach Charlotte
I
Flair in
think
public. Unless you know her or you just want to say hi.
I think the point is the biggest factor with public places. It's it's picking your time. I think doing the shopping, as long as she
Yeah,
doesn't look like she's knackered, I think it's perfectly fine. Just to, can I have a selfie? Not stand there and getting them to sign thousands of pictures. What you're going to sell online. I mean, CM Punk made it clear that look, I'm in an airport.
well, that's right.
We're going to a
Yeah,
venue. We do this shit for free half of the time anyway, and they do. They go to Smith's Toys here in the UK for free.
yeah,
All you have to do is queue up. You get your
yeah,
photograph. You bugger off. But they do it for free. They're not. Do you know what I mean? They're not. A
yeah,
lot of the other meet and greets they do get commissions for. That they do get paid for. So they'll charge you certain
yeah,
prices for the autographs and photographs and stuff like that. But a lot of WWE do a lot
yeah,
for free. That's why they say it's like come to these events, come to the meet and greets,
yeah,
and you can get all these things signed. But the fact that you're stopping me in an airport when I'm absolutely knackered and I've got to meet my flight, and you're asking me to stand there and sign this, sign that,
yeah.
sign the other, just for your need, not for the wrestler's need. That's where they draw the line.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw that with Rhea Ripley.
Well, see, I've always approached it. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw
I've
Rhea
always
Ripley.
approached meeting wrestlers in public, you know.
I wish
Oh,
I
no,
could.
go ahead. You're talking about Rhea.
I wished I could. I was coming across
I
a
don't get
proper American wrestler
Yeah.
now, and it would be insane to me. I wished I could. The fact that Days met. I remember when Days he did a toy hunt in Birmingham, and he bumped into Natalia, and it's
Yeah.
like I wished I could just bump into somebody. It's like I want to be in Leeds when they're in Leeds, and they're just doing some shopping
Yeah.
randomly, and it'd be just like, oh my gosh. I would love that, but I'm just not in that situation. They ain't coming
Yeah.
to Cass. They ain't coming to my own town.
Well, see,
We're strolling through Castleford one day. Oh, look, there's a
well, see,
wrestler.
Dave,
It's just not happening.
well, see, Dave, you got to do what people do here. You, you got to stalk them. You got to be a stalker. Austin's our community stalker. You know, he's after Dave. He's after you. You
Oh,
know,
he's already
I'm
after
after
me.
Austin. It's just a vicious circle of stalking. You know, that's what. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, he's already had. Well, that's why he's after Days. Then he's already
Yeah,
tasted
he's always been after Daisies.
it. Yeah. But I mean, and we all want the James juice, but you know, he keeps that shit locked up. He's like, you don't want to do it. Only Dave. Only Dave gets the James juice.
James has
But
got
you
way
know,
too
I
much
mean, that's what
juice.
you have to do. You have to pretty much stalk him. Yeah. He wa- but you know, we if you want to meet wrestlers like me, if I meet him in public, I'm say, hey, you look just like wrestlers that and then they'll say, I give them the chance to say whether that's kind of like a way you can approach a
Yeah,
wrestler and be
I
like,
think.
"Are you Charlotte Flair? You look like Charlotte Flair." That's pretty cool. I'm
Oh,
sorry, I don't mean to
I don't. I
interrupt you.
wouldn't be like
You know
that.
what
I'd
I
just be
mean? Like,
being blunt
good.
and just ask. I mean, John Cena kicked off to a fan because he just
Yeah,
whipped out his phone and started filming him, and it's like, well, mate, if you'd have actually asked
yeah,
me, I'd have allowed it.
yeah,
But the fact that you just got your phone out and started filming me is ridiculous. What are you
yeah.
achieving here? You want a reaction? I'll give you a reaction, but you're gonna look foolish. I mean, it's
Well, also John Cena's gonna make he's gonna make himself look foolish. So it's like I get it. You know, everybody has moods. You're doing different things you want to do. You're not
Jesus
exactly.
Christ. I
Yeah,
would love,
I mean,
I would love for
it's just
somebody to stop me in the street and go,
okay.
"Hey,
Yeah,
Dave, in real life, how are you doing?" I mean, I have my mate, the person what lives below me.
yeah,
He shouted that
that's
out
what
at
I
me
mean.
in the
Like,
middle of Castleford the other day,
yeah,
and it made me chuckle. I went, "Oh, look, it's that Dave in real life over there." It's like, yeah, it's my name.
yeah. It's him.
I would like a proper
You
fan to
fucking
actually do
made it.
that.
You fucking bastard, guys.
Oh God, you've
Yeah,
entered me
I
in the
always
middle
get
of Cas.
some mother either. Honestly, I either get like a mom with like kids, or it's like some weird looking dude that like has a job like security guards, DOT officers. I guess Days is big because he's just like, hey, you're William Hensick, and I'm like, yeah. Oh man, you're funny as hell, and I'm like, well, thank you, you know. But then I'm like, well, yeah, are you gonna write me a ticket for this, or are you gonna let me fly? Because I
But
mean,
you're really
that's on
Mency.
you, buddy.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just
I
sign.
did. I got out of the
Oh,
ticket.
that's what they do to
This
you,
is
right? Isn't it? I've got it now.
yeah,
Yeah, they go, oh, you're
yeah,
William Mency, aren't you? That funny bloke off of Wrestling Days channel. Yeah, can you just
yeah,
sign
yeah,
this? And it's your ticket.
yeah. And then
It's your
the
fucking
ticket is
parking
my fucking
ticket.
ticket.
Yeah, just sign this. Yeah,
I
yeah,
hate
we've
you
got you. You've
fucking
now paid your
motherfucker.
parking lot ticket. There you go. We've got your signature now,
No,
mate.
I was so. This is like 2 years ago now. I think it was 2024. So yeah. So, but I go through a DOT station, and the DOT guy is reaming. It's Fleet Week, which means DOT pulls you over, he gives you a 10-point fucking inspection. Well,
Okay.
I passed and everything. It was just like I'm just sitting there, and then he's like, "Well, we got to do this," and then I had all my paperwork, everything's good. But like he was going to give me a ticket because the light was flickering. And I said, "Well, the light's on. It doesn't, because DOT, it's got to be on." Well, he went and hit it, and it would flicker off and turn right back on. And then he's like, "Well, I got to write you up for that." But then he's like, And I'm sitting there, and then after I sign, he tears the ticket up. He says, "Oh, you're William Hensey from I watch Wrestling Days all the time." You know, and I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, hey man, I'll just let you go with." And he was real nice. Like he didn't even go through my logbook, nothing. And I was just like, "Oh my god, Wrestling Days got me out of a fucking ticket."
James has
Everybody
just
else,
asked. James has just asked me if I'm doing Raw tomorrow night. No, there's no wrestling watch-alongs this week,
yeah,
unfortunately. Back with the movie
yeah,
channel on Wednesday. Probably American Pie 2 watch-along. Or just chit-chat about whatever you want to chit-chat about. And then we're doing the sweepstake
yeah.
on Thursday. But it's
I'm
all on
not
the movie channel this week.
Dave.
Yeah.
I know.
Go on, mate.
Yeah, Dave. We were talking about it before we started, and I can't hold it in. Dave is going to be with like Kendall Gray for a week because like he won some fan appreciation. So that's where Dave's going to be. He's just going to be with Kendall Gray,
I'm going to
and
be
he's
eating
just
James
going to help her
cake.
travel. He's going to be like her friend.
I'm going to be eating
Yeah,
James cake.
yeah. Could you
It's a nice cake. It's a bit meaty. A bit of a meaty cake, but,
could you imagine? Yeah,
eating James cake.
yeah. Hang out with James. Hanging out with James for a week would probably be fucking hilarious. It'd be like the greatest
No,
time.
no,
We
no.
just
Whoa,
play
whoa, whoa, whoa,
games and
whoa.
shit on everything and everybody.
I can't share the content of our DMs today for 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 reasons. But
Oh,
if me and James actually got together, we would
yeah,
cause so much fucking carnage. We would fucking right the world. We would change everything.
yeah, just about imagine.
Yeah, because the guy's a fucking legend. I love my mate. I love him. I love you. I love
Yeah.
everybody. My phone's just buzzed. I
Oh,
just don't know how. Oh, the match ended. Liverpool won their game. So that's the end of that. But what we're going, what
we had Liverpool.
it's just
It
that
doesn't mean
hard.
anything. They're gonna win. Oh, sorry about that.
Well, Man City
It
lost
doesn't mean
today,
anything.
though.
Liverpool will
Oh,
win.
the Mega Man City lost
Yeah,
today.
Man City.
It's only a
Well,
friendly.
that's the thing, though. Man City.
It was only a friendly.
Man City sucks when it's like when the game don't matter, but when it
It
does,
does.
they're paying
The
refs
thing
off, and
is,
you're
to
just like,
say it
fuck
didn't
you, man.
matter, it was the Community Shield. Of course, it matters. Liverpool, we lost last year to Crystal Palace, and look what happened to us.
Yeah,
We went on a fucking
yeah,
spiral, got out of fucking control,
yeah,
couldn't get us fucking asses back together. We had a shit season. Man City, this could happen to them. Never mind, oh, it's only the Community Shield, it's only a friendly. Fuck off. It can weigh on
yeah.
players' fucking minds.
Like you lost, motherfucker.
Yeah, you still lost the
Yeah,
first
fuck
trophy
you,
of the
Man
year,
City.
where Arsenal won the first trophy of the year, are now flying because they've just fucking rumped fucking City 3-0. So they're just like going, yeah, we've got the
Yeah,
fucking confidence now, you know what I mean? Can't wait to see Connor in
yeah,
Jesus on tomorrow. Oh my god. A Connor love affair,
yeah. But
James
like
is Connor's
Liverpool
love
can buy
affair.
stuff now too.
But
Connor.
yeah.
Oh, Connor's in the chat.
No. James is just saying that he's looking forward to seeing Connor tomorrow in Dazer's chat. I'm not live.
Oh, I
No.
don't think it.
Yeah. He's just been.
There's so many now. Like we did the UFC, and there's so many that I was. I mean, I was coming down from my dopiness anyway, but still, God,
How
man,
was
it's
it?
just like I
How were
want to
you
strangle
feeling
these.
from yesterday? There was so much love from you in the chat. I love you, Dave.
Yeah, like
Morphin's cool,
I
man.
love you. Yeah, no, yeah, no, I feel better today. I'm just very farty, and like if that's about it. I'm just like I'm groggy, and you can see I'm kind of like it's taking me time to kind of get energy back because I'm still just kind of like okay, I'm, I'm like shit. I just
Yeah, I get
I
you.
ain't done a
I'm
fucking
totally
thing.
in
I mean,
agreement.
take care of shit, but it's like,
I think going back
yeah,
on topic. I mean, we can go off topic
yeah, and then I gotta have
very
I gotta
quickly
eat
because.
fiber, which shit.
So
No,
obviously
yeah, no,
Grayson Waller.
we can stay on topic. I mean, female wrestlers need fiber. They're just like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Grayson Waller saying that the men need to
We're
step
talking
up.
about women. And you bring up Grayson Wall.
Yeah, because of what he said when he did his pipe bomb. He's saying that there's like the 3% of women are ready to come up, yada yada yada, and it's like, why? How have we got it
Yeah.
to a point where we're looking at the NXT women and going, yeah, she can go on the main roster, she could go on the main roster, she could go on the main roster, but then when we look at people on SmackDown or on Monday Night Raw and go, they're not ready, they're not ready, they're not ready.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even though we've been screaming
Yeah.
for them to go up. I mean, for me, Sol Ruka ain't ready.
Yeah.
I think she needed another year in NXT
No.
to work on promos. Shoving her with
Well, she
Zarya,
did. We all knew that before.
sticking her with Zarya was the worst fucking thing they could have done with her. Because she had to carry her. Zarya was doing
Yeah.
the promo, and Sol Ruka
Yeah.
wasn't. Sol Ruka's too busy going, oh man, cowabunga, ooh, I'm cool, surfer chick. Boring. We've seen it. We've got guys doing that same stick. We had Riddle
Yeah.
doing it. If she was going to be the surfer fucking bird,
Well,
he should have just done a repeat of fucking Matt Riddle and been a stoner chick. You know, go for it. Oh man,
I
whoa.
think, yeah. Okay, let's compare JC Jane and Sol Ruka on the main, going from NXT to main roster, right? I think the NXT building a character and then taking that person and that wrestler and that character to the main roster, it failed for Sol Ruka, but it done great for
The thing that they got absolutely perfectly correct
JC
with
Jane,
JC
because
Jane.
that heel character.
No,
I think heel character like Stephanie prefer.
Stephanie Vicker.
Yeah,
Yeah, go.
yeah. I'm just saying, she did good. She went. Tatum Paxley, we don't know really what's happening yet, but she went. I think they're booking her correctly, but there's no really dark characters. I guess they're going to make Alexa Bliss dark for a while. So she's going to go back to being all weird and crazy. But I think they're just going to be more crazy
Yeah, but
and not so much
as you said, the reason why
the whole
JC
darkness
Jane
thing.
worked. The reason why JC Jane worked is because they did the one thing that I thought they was going to fuck up on. They actually brought up Lainey Reed, who sadly ain't ready for main roster.
Yeah,
Fallon Henley, yeah, she's not far off.
yeah,
But they had to bring them up. They had to bring them up as a trio. It wouldn't have worked otherwise.
yeah.
JC Jane, I don't know how much over she could have got on her
Yep.
own. The fact that they came up as a faction, the fact that
No, I don't.
they kept them all together is why they're successful.
Yeah.
Why they're in the position that they're in right now. So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
I
that's
don't.
why that
Yeah,
worked. I think Sol Ruka needed a buddy, and I think was her buddy Tatum Paxley at one point. No, that was Lyra, wasn't it? Who? No, Zarya. I don't think Zarya should have
yeah.
been
That
there.
was
Yeah.
Lyra. Sorry,
So
Zarya. Zarya is the same as Sol Ruka though. They had Sol Ruka doing Zarya's like mic work and had Zarya just in the background. When I think they should have had Sol Ruka doing Sol Ruka, not being the helper and bringing up Zarya and stuff. I mean that just didn't make it. It didn't do anything for Sol Ruka to build a character like they did with JC Jane. If they're going to bring her on as a face, then I think it's harder for a face because to bring a face over on the main roster,
I think
it's
what they,
always been hard,
I
been more
think
difficult
probably what they
because
did wrong.
there's so many heels. It's like, well,
The thing is, what they did wrong is try to book Soruka strong straight away. I mean, yeah,
yeah,
they could have done. They could have booked strong.
well, I mean,
They could have got Liv
but I
Morgan
mean, look at it.
feud losers.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously Liv
yeah,
Morgan is the heel of heels, so you would have felt like I don't know, like sympathy towards Soruka. I mean, Soruka is over as a face; she'll always will be. But the problem is,
yeah,
you're kind of sticking her with people which don't really make sense. I mean, you had a winning the Intercontinental Championship. Now you've got that kind of scenario with Raquel. Either you're going to go full on with Soruka versus Raquel, or I don't think they're committed into proper feuds with Becky Lynch, with Liv Morgan. If we'd have committed to telling a story straight away, it'd have been a lot better for her, but we didn't do that. We kind of bypassed that. Here's the Intercontinental Championship before you've actually earned it. And I think that's where the failure
Yeah.
came in. We kind of do too
Well, I
much
mean, you
with
got,
her
okay,
in such a short space of time.
I don't know if everybody knows this or not. I don't know if I'm spoiling it or kayfabe or whatever. But when you're in the PC, when you're in NXT, most of those people out there are the people you work with every day. You know, the audience, they do have NXT tickets and they let people in, but it's usually families. It's people that, that's your community, so you have that support. That crowd
It's
that's out
local
there,
people.
I
It's
mean,
the Orlando crowd is local
yeah,
people. Evolve is where they use friends and
yeah,
family. I believe the friends and family
yeah,
are Evolve,
yeah,
so they surround the ring
yeah,
there. But then it's pretty much just local people whoever can be in Orlando at the time of taping or
yeah.
whatever. And they are
Well,
tickets
see, then you
available
go
for
out,
it.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. But still, you're not going to have people flying from all over or driving from all over to go to fucking NXT. I mean, they're just not going to do it. They're not going to go
That's how
fly
they're
to
able
Orlando and see
to.
Orlando.
That's how they're able to have the wrestlers being able to interact with the crowd, be in the crowd. A lot of the times you couldn't do that.
Yeah,
That
because
was
yeah,
on
you
Raw
know,
or SmackDown.
I just think I like with Soruka they did bring her in. They'd bring her on to like the Rumble and stuff, and then she'd come out and she'd come in and out of it, but it didn't help Soruka. I don't. Bringing by NXT, bringing the main roster, bringing on stars like Soruka for appearances and stuff. It didn't help her really learn how to work the crowd itself or how to be anything. It just means the crowds really don't. Even on the main roster, the crowds don't mean anything. You got to when you're out there on your own. It's just you standing in the middle of the ring because the crowd's not as interactive as they used to be. The crowd's not doesn't consist of fans like us. The crowds consist of people who work or have children or who can afford to go every goddamn week to all these shows.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big change because you go from community and a support structure in your crowd, and you can work with that crowd because you know the crowd kind of what they want to see, and they know you feel more comfortable. You go on the main roster and you got that spotlight on you, and you can't. The crowd's darkened. If you look at NXT, look at Evolve, the crowd's lit, right? You can make faces out in the crowd, like it's
Yeah,
properly
yeah,
lit. You can see everybody in the crowd. Then
yeah.
you go on
When
the
you're
main
on the main
roster,
roster, you just see the first couple of rows, and
yeah,
that's pretty much it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So you're just so Ruka's out there on her own, and she can't. I mean, it takes a lot to be able to work a crowd. You have to be outside yourself. You have to be able to see yourself from outside. Like you have to be able to objectively back away and then work from that like third or like the fourth. You've got to basically work from a fourth dimension. You got to be able to back away inside your own mind while you're doing things and be aware of what you're doing, and then like you just got to have one of the cameras in your eye. Like the camera above everything,
Well, they
because
use
you're yeah
they use
you are
NXT to
you are
gauge where these people are in the ring, and they use it to so that
yeah
the wrestler knows where the hard
yeah
cam is, where to put
yeah.
people in position in the ring so that everyone can see and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, but they
I,
fucked it up
I
with
do
the
think
shows.
that
I
they
mean,
need to
it all
probably
just goes out the window.
train the women a little bit more on having less time in NXT. Then get them ready because they're not getting them ready. I think that's clearly obvious
No, they're
that I
not.
don't think
I
NXT
think
is actually the stepping stone that it's supposed to
okay,
be. Because once they get up to the main roster, they
rattling
do
around the
look
back of my
lost.
head. Doesn't it look like the one? I mean, I don't know if you get, but the women that come up and even the men that come up from NXT, the longer they're in NXT, they sit there, the more they struggle on the main roster. They just don't get across. Because I've looked at like I mean, yeah, they'll kind of they're good for this part or this part, but they don't seem to because you're going to where you're isolated and you're so alone out there, and then you have to hit your marks. And I mean, you can see like when the NXT when they come whenever they've been in NXT forever, you know, there's lighting, you have the fan reaction, you know, you do your job, you go home because you're going to get paid whether you show. There's way less pressure because you're going to get paid the same no matter what you do in NXT. You can
I,
come out and just be a flop, and you're still going to get paid.
it's a fair point to make. I get what you're saying, but it's like it's not
Yeah,
always the opportunity. I mean, look, we've got to go back to the Vince days because whenever you called
yeah,
up somebody from NXT, Vince used to do the Vinceisms, where he'd look at Triple H's
yeah,
well-built character, Karrion Cross, and went, "Oh no, he's not going to
yeah,
look great on the main roster because I can't market the shit out of him." So here comes fucking Kinky
yeah,
Cross, the gladiator gear, so that he
yeah,
could make toys and do T-shirts, give him a
yeah.
gimmick, and that's what I think. That's where they struggle a little bit now. So Ruka's the surfer girl. Let's how much merch can we get out of her? Oh, bikinis
Yeah.
maybe because she's wearing these foam bikinis now. So we've got these surfer
Okay.
shirts, so we can do a line on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
doesn't translate very well, but what a figure's going to be doing these symbols and all of that kind of stuff. You know, the fingers
Yeah.
surfer dude kind of
Yeah.
image. Oh, can we get her to wear glasses so we can sell some sunglasses? Can we do that? You know what I mean? It's like I'd imagine Vince
Yeah.
getting hold of her. Oh my gosh! Imagine if
Yeah.
Vince got hold of her and
Yeah. But
she came onto the
I
main
just
roster
so
with Vince McMahon. Oh my gosh, that would be
I
king
just
crush.
I just I just can't help but put a lot of it on the wrestler themselves, like because you have to sell the gimmick, you have to sell whatever they're giving you. You know, you have a responsibility to yourself to sell that. You have a responsibility to to be
Sell
that
them
person.
well.
And that's all on that wrestler. And I think when you take talent, we want everybody to have a shot, and everybody wants this guy or this girl or because of this woman, you know, needs a shot because she did this. I think
It's going to
I
get
just think
to a
NXT needs to be so much faster in bringing up talent. They're
well. NXT
because you got
seems
a
to
week.
get
Okay,
that
okay,
mixture right, though, don't they? NXT gets the mixture right. If
yeah,
we're going to have
yeah,
if we're going to do a full story with the women, we're going to give them time.
yeah,
We're gonna have 3 female matches in 2 hours. We're gonna have 4 women matches in 2 hours because we need to. They don't think
yeah,
about, oh, but what will it, if it damages the men's storyline? Fuck the men. We'll give them time next week.
yeah,
But on the main roster, we don't do that.
yeah,
We've got Roman Reigns on the show. It's like, oh, we've got to do something with Roman. We've got him because we won't have him next week, so we've
yeah,
got to do all of this.
yeah.
Give him as much time as he wants, and then it's just like it has that knock-on
Sure.
effect to the female roster because it's their time what
Yeah,
gets taken. It's not time from Seth. He's not going to get time knocked off. It's not time from I don't know Dominic Mysterio. Say he's not going to get time taken
yeah,
off him. Do you know what I mean? But when it comes to the female match, what is booked on the show, they go, oh no, we'll have to take time off of that, or just
yeah,
fuck them off altogether because we've had 2 Monday Night Raws this year where we didn't have a single female match on it. And it's like you've got the stars there. They're literally there. They're at ringside.
yeah.
They've not done a match. What the hell? Do you know what I mean? So Dave just
Yeah,
tweeted you some breaking news about
yeah.
a legendary manager. Okay, mate. Let's have a look. I can't do that while I've got William on, but I will have a
Oh,
look. Oh, Dr. Slick.
hey, you can. You can just kick me off. I'm good.
So,
What
Legend
happened?
Slick is reportedly recovering after a
Oh,
serious health scare. So the Doctor of Style, Slick, has
oh wow.
had underwent open heart surgery. following a heart attack. Oh my gosh, that's devastating. I'm glad he's okay though. Shakeem, hello. Stephen, hello. Everyone, hello in the chat. But yes, Doctor of Style, Slick. Oh my gosh, legend, absolute legend.
Yeah.
It's happening to him because you know what I mean. As much as we've been talking about the female stuff, we can go off topic now. But like with Doctor with Slick, we forget that these guys are in their 80s. We forget these guys are old. You know, we'd like to put them in that little bubble where they're in the 90s.
I love that. We've talked about female stuff. So
yeah, we can go on about people that are old now.
Yeah.
We can talk about the legends. And we can keep, we'll flip in and out. The chat can ask any question about the female roster. What would you guys in the chat?
I don't know. There's a guy that.
You guys in the chat, right? The female roster.
There's a guy I used to know. Well, no.
What would you do? Or how would you book the females going forward? Who are you booking? Who should be on the main roster? Do you think Jordan Gray should go to Monday Night Raw? Julia to Monday Night Raw? Because clearly they ain't got a fucking clue what to do with them on SmackDown. And if not on them shows, put them back down in NXT, where clearly they can do something with them. Because the main roster don't know shit. I mean, have you say?
See, I'm just like, for me, I'm like, yeah. For me, it's not so much. It's like everybody's good. So WWE's trying to find a spot for everybody, and if everybody's used to be okay, like participation trophies. I'll just use that as a reference. In football, you know, like I was the best defensive player of the year in my high school, and I had a 4-year ride to college. I was good, you know. Well, but we didn't get participation trophies. We didn't get, you know, we had to earn. Like I beat the shit out of people, and I earned that, you know, that scholarship and that trophy at the end of the year in the state of Missouri.
We talk about that. You know, it's real life stuff. You know what I mean? You fought. You proper fought.
Yeah.
It wasn't fake. It wasn't predetermined.
Yeah.
When you say participation trophy, WWE is one massive participation trophy. It is all about just showing up and doing what you're meant to do and perform.
Yeah.
It is paint by numbers. Oh, it has been paint by numbers, and
it is so much more visible in the women's division. Yeah, it's so much more. The men, when they get on the main roster, you know, most of them who get to that main roster, they do perform, you know, and they have value. They have kinetic. They're a kinetic force. They're you know, they're yeah. I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying with the women, it just seems like they aren't once they get to the main roster, and it's not our fault. It's not fans' fault, and it's not booking. It's not WWE. It's not TKO. Take everything else out of the picture. People are responsible for themselves. You know, like Liv Morgan, I think she's done the work. She's not a great wrestler, but guess what? She's on social media. She avails herself.
That's the thing. She doesn't need to be a good wrestler. She's over.
Yeah, because she don't have to.
She worked at getting over. I mean, I was sitting here 2 years ago.
So then,
saying,
but then
who the fuck is this girl? Why is she fangirl getting all this praise? And now I'm sitting here 2 years later, going, actually, I quite like Liv Morgan now. I think she's proven herself. I don't particularly think she's a great wrestler. And I think it's all because of her looks that she's in the position that she's in. But at the end of the day, you know what? You could have argued the same with Sasha Banks. You can argue the same with any of the females.
Yeah, but see, Dave, you're on social media. You're doing a podcast, so you can relate to how hard it really is, you know, to schedule that stuff in your life. You know, just like anybody who does any kind of social media, if you're on X, you know, going to Dave's stream, showing support, being here in your stream, showing support. It's tough to even do that. You are the one out there. You're doing all the work, so you know you're able to relate more, you know, to what Liv Morgan's doing. I think honestly that's where a lot of her respect and popularity comes from, is because of her work.
Yeah, of course it is. She's putting herself out there.
She's doing on her social media. on her. Yeah, she's out there. She's out
Bailey's
there.
doing it now. Bailey's finally
Yeah,
learned that,
yeah,
if
and that's
I'm not going to
respect.
be on TV,
Yeah,
then I need to start
yeah.
using
Bailey
this.
is out there.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it's fascinating to see
yeah.
because all the stuff is now happening on social media. And that's why I made that point
I
earlier about
miss Bailey.
SmackDown. A lot of their stuff is now on social media.
Glad she had it.
What's that, mate?
Yeah. Oh no, I just said I respect Bailey because of her. Like Bailey's not quite like Liv because I mean, yeah, she's doing the social media part now, but Bailey is such a good wrestler. She is. She knows the
Bailey's old
craft.
school. This
I
is the
miss
thing,
her
right?
heel
She's an
run
old
she had.
school wrestler. She's not new school. She's not relying
Yeah,
on her looks. Look, people love
yeah,
her, and people think she's attractive and all of that, but it's not.
yeah.
Bailey hasn't
Yeah.
got the youngsters like
Jeez,
Liv
what
Morgan
attractive
has. He
Bailey?
hasn't.
Oh, I don't get it. Bailey's attractive? What day? It's the first I'm hearing of this. Judging women on their looks? What?
What? Is
What
this
the
new
world do we
thing?
live in?
What?
Who judges a woman on the way they look? Yeah, I
I
know there's this
wonder.
Dave guy that does that. He's got. Actually, I think Dave guy will take any woman as long as she's wearing tights. As long as she shows up. Like honestly,
I
it's
mean,
like
it's
yeah, you
right. I always
like.
take.
But guess what? I'm sorry, but I'm sitting here and it's like I always laugh when people are like when they're in the chats and everybody laughs and objectifying women. You're like, well, I like this lady, this one, and I was like, I'm pretty
And
sure
do
if
it worse.
if if Thea Hale showed up on your door, I'm pretty sure if fucking any wrestling woman showed up at your door, even a woman for that matter,
The only woman that shows up at
you're
my
going
door
to be
is the
excited
fucking
and want to fuck
male
her like
woman.
that. She's like, oh, she's attractive. Oh yeah, like Shayna Baszler shows up, and you're still gonna be
I
like, "Holy crap, that's Shayna Baszler! I just had sex with Shayna Baszler," and everybody
William.
gives her so
Let me
much
cut
shit.
in. Let me interject. You just said Shayna Baszler. I'd still treat her exactly the same as
Yeah,
Bailey and Kendall because I love Shayna Baszler. If she popped up at my door, I'd be like, still like,
yeah,
yeah,
I do
baby.
too.
Hello.
Well, what if even like
I wouldn't
Charlotte?
talk to her
Even
like
like
that because she'd
Charlotte.
beat my
Oh, Charlotte.
ass.
Oh,
But fucking hell, mate.
yeah.
She'd get me in a
Okay.
coquina clutch fucking straight away, and I'd be like tapping
Yeah.
out like a little crying little bitch. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. But
Yeah.
I think I think it does. It's not even just in wrestling terms that we find women attractive. Yada yada yada. You've got to look on social media anyway. You look at my. If I were to look subjectively at
Yeah.
other YouTubers doing wrestling content, I've got to look at certain people like Zoe Zaldana. We've got
Yeah.
there's Wheezy Blonde. Why do you think they get the fucking views? Tanya Tate, for another example. Why do you think these people get views? And it's not because they're good content creators, because they are not.
No,
Some of their stuff is
they
shit.
got fucking
It
boots.
is garbage. There's no reaction whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be. I'm not saying that
They
I'm the greatest
can't.
reaction guy because I'm not. But a lot of them are shit.
It is.
They're boring as
Yeah.
hell. But yeah, there's guys with his
Yeah.
penises. They're pretty. And they sit there and they take everything they
Yeah.
say and think they're the best thing since sliced bread. Simple. Stephen is an example of that with
Yeah.
Tanya Tate. She's fucking vile. She's ugly as fucking sin. I don't fancy her 1 second. And the fact that she's been battered by loads of cocks.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I ain't fucking interested in her. But Stephen's like, oh, best fucking thing on TV. Oh. And that's how they get the money. That's why they've got OnlyFans. That's why they're able to do that. Us men, we haven't got that option. We
Yeah.
ain't nobody fucking sitting there with their fucking tongues out, fucking dribbling over us. Well, if there is, I won't be fucking very happy about it. But
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean? We don't do that. There's
well,
nobody
hey,
who's really
if
dribbling
they
over
are
days. Who's dribbling over wrestling days? To be fair. Realistic.
DFAB,
I mean, we say it in
who's
joke, but who's
who's
actually
that lady?
sitting there salivating over days, flicking the bean, going, no fucker. No.
Flicking their bean. I love that. That's funny as shit. God damn it, Alexa Bliss is. I like to think Alexa Bliss is flicking her bean watching us right now. That's just where she got to think that way.
No, we've got only 4
All these two
people in the chat.
motherfuckers.
There's only 4 people in the chat.
You're
I
gonna
don't think one of them's Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, four fucking
It's Retro
four
Demon in the
people.
chat.
We bring in the hard. Fuck them there.
Wheezy's annoying.
Fuck them.
Plum Bimbo. The thing is, though, a lot of them are. I've seen. Obviously, I watch Geekbox because I'm on it. I'm actually on Geekbox now. I've got another YouTube outlet, and I didn't even know about it. But hey.
Wow.
But yeah, being
Big
on that,
time.
I do watch the others, and I'm just
Big
there, and I
time.
watch the women's version of what the guys are doing. The guys are all jumping around. Daisy's flinging his body everywhere. You've got these black guys who are going, "Oh my gosh, bitch, motherfucker," proper going at it. And then you get
the women just sit there and go.
And then you get the girl reaction, and it's,
I
didn't see that coming. Oh look, it's Zilla. And it's like that's the reaction.
She's like, oh God, look what happened. And she's like,
There's
6'7",
literally no
6'7"
reaction to it whatsoever.
Where she's like, oh God, what happened? What happened? Well, I can't. That's the worst thing. You can't do that as a guy. Well, I mean, if you can, that's cool.
The girls are just like, oh my God, it's so bad. It's like, oh, it's just not, no. They're sat there just with their tongues out. It's not that they're watching these lasses because their content's great. It's because, oh, I want to see a bit of the boob when they jump around. And it's like, fuck off. Mate, no, it's got to be the content. And they don't do good content.
Did you ever watch Jackass?
Yeah, I used to watch.
Did you ever watch Jackass?
Right, I'm going to trump Jackass, right? Because we had a show in Wales.
Have you seen? Okay, do you remember?
Sanchez. Have you heard of Dirty Sanchez? They trumped anything that Jackass did, right? They were electrocuting their bollocks way before Jackass did anything. So Dirty Sanchez over Jackass every day of the fucking week. Go watch Dirty Sanchez, people, and then come back and tell me that they eat better than, because they're Welsh lads and they are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
There were none of this fucking Americanized shite.
Well,
I apologise for my.
When you were talking about the men are just jumping around and they're all trying to sell and
they don't.
Yeah, but I remember this one spot every time anyone says Jackass. I remember a guy who was like inverted and like an inversion table, and he had a dick and balls in this big like black like thing, like he had like some kind of thing on it, and then they were just whipping him in his back. I was just like that is my gimmick. I just want to come out with like I want that black like over thing of like covers just your package, and you're butt naked beside that, and it's just like, and then people just whipping at it, just kicking it, whipping it. It's like, damn it, William lost the match. He got kicked in the dick. I don't know. It just in my head, everything just went off. It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh well, back to women wrestling.
What James is saying in the chat right now. He just says
women wrestling.
Brady. Whenever, and he is probably one of the biggest fucking stalker twats I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, but if fucking Alexa's not on fucking TV, he cries.
Yeah.
And then every post is about Alexa. Every fucking post is about Alexa. It's honestly, mate, she's married. She'll not fuck you. She don't even know who the fuck you are, and will never know who the fuck you are, and is not bothered about you whatsoever. So please just fucking talk about some fucker else.
Okay.
That's my fucking head in. I hate it.
Okay, but is Brady Madden?
To be honest,
is Brady? Yeah, but is Brady the same person as Alexa?
It's Alexa Bliss fan. He was John Cena fan. He started off as John Cena fan.
We need to have like a battle between
Bliss
the biggest.
And now he goes by his proper name now on X.
Yeah.
But yes, he was. He's Alexa Bliss fan. He was John Cena fan at one point. I mean, was he as obsessed with John Cena? Was he wanting to see his PP?
Alexa Bliss gamer.
Yeah, it's that guy. It's that dude. He was John Cena gamer, Alexa Bliss gamer. It's Brady.
Yeah.
He's honestly, he's what I call a
Well, he's still Alexa Bliss gamer.
I can't stand people that are just constantly posting about the same person over and over again. It really winds me up. The Bray Wyatt lot, what do it? Knobheads. Sorry, but you keep bringing Bray Wyatt back into the conversation for. Yes, he's a
I didn't
legend.
know.
I love Bray Wyatt. Everyone loved Bray
Yeah, I
Wyatt.
didn't
But every
know
fucking
Brady
guy, every
Madison
day
was
I
the
go
same
on
as
X.
Alexa Bliss and stuff.
Every day I go on X, it's a post about Bray. It's like, fuck off. Let me breathe. I saw Tiffany Stratton live stream last night, says Stephen. I bet you had a wank. See, yeah, Tiffany Stratton goes live now, doesn't she? You've frozen. She's falling asleep on me, guys. Oh, you're back. I can hear you now. You froze for a minute there. It looked like you went to sleep.
I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah, I was kind of like,
I don't
it's a glitch. It's, I'm not real. I'm AI. So it's like, I'm out.
Thing is,
The machine shut off. So.
I don't do the obsessive fans. I can't hate it. I hate the obsession people. Yeah. I'm not into that. I like all the wrestling. Yeah. I support all of them. If I like a female wrestler, I like all the female wrestlers. I like the men. I don't particularly hate a wrestler. I mean, Grayson Waller, everybody were hating him. And I'm like, no, he's actually fucking probably one of the best fucking heels. Because he's doing what he's meant to do. He's not breaking kayfabe. It's like MJF doesn't break kayfabe. They keep in character 24/7.
Did you watch NXT this past Tuesday?
I didn't watch
it. They had
no.
Grayson. Oh, yeah, where they had Grayson Waller come out, and that dude is jacked to like, it's like, son of a.
Waller is fucking, he's so good. You know, the guy was totally fucking misused on the main roster. I think they dropped the ball, William. Yeah. They dropped the ball massively. The guy was prime to be probably one of the biggest heels. And he'll get back to the main roster. Because he's, you know what I mean?
Well, they were working.
He's one of them guys you love to hate.
Yeah.
He's a Miz.
He's the one that. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was just going to say. He's perfect to take the Miz's job. The Miz ain't going to let go of it anytime soon. But,
Yeah,
and they had him in great
for that. And I can't believe they dropped the ball. Yeah. And it's like they keep giving him Theory. They keep passing Theory on to the next person because they just can't get him over. And they've got Maxine Dupree with Theory now to try and get him over again, and it's still not working. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck about Theory on the main roster, to be honest.
You're using Maxine Dupree to get someone over. I mean,
I know.
It's like, I need to get someone over. Oh, I want Maxine Dupree. That's just like saying, I want Tozawa. I want him to be, he's going to get you over. It's like, well, okay, you pretty much said, fuck you, motherfucker. Theory's probably like, wow.
I think WWE think we're thick. And this is the problem. Yeah. They do think we're thick. Because we know that Theory's gay, right? That's 100%. That is fucking, it stands out like a sore thumb. He's a gay guy, right? Yeah. You've got Maxine Dupree. She got married fucking months ago to Kem Hendricks, who's on NXT, right? She's married. We know this. Yeah. It's been published every fucking where. So to then try and make it out as if she's the new partner of fucking Theory is just like the worst pairing. They might as well have gone with Tozawa because at least then it would be believable. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, it's a dude. You know what I mean? It would be a little bit more believable than Maxine fucking
I don't know. Okay, we're in a new age with pansexuals and transitioning, transsexual, all that good stuff. Transgender, gender identity.
Alphabet.
Yeah, but look, WWE is not going to go that direction because Oh, Dominic?
Yeah,
he's got a wife.
Shakeen's trying to get everybody to talk about Dominic Mysterio again in the chat.
I want to talk about that.
Just get a room with Dominic. I think Shakeen fancies Dominic. I think that's what's going off here. You know, when everybody obsesses about Liv and Alexa, there's Shakeen going, hey, Dominic, woohoo.
I just don't know why WWE is shying so far away from talking about anything that is happening in the present. Like they're not, they did that in the Attitude Era and it was great. They would talk about They would make jokes about. They would,
Some
about
of the
what
nice
was
fucking
actually
promos.
happening.
The
Yeah,
Usos when they brought up Xavier Woods one night with Paige.
yeah.
The one they
We
mentioned that.
need, but us fans have evolved. We want we want like to hear like backstage stuff. They can even, I mean, they can do it. They can create it and have like, well, just make up. I mean, you know how fans pop if like Jay and Jimmy were just like, oh well, hey, you know, they
This is
have a
why.
match with another tag team, and then have them like show up and or have the other tag team just say something on,
This
like
is
they're
why.
at the gala, and then they say, "Oh, Jimmy and Jey Uso, they're overrated. They fucking suck." That's all they have to say. And then guess what? That's going to be heat that on that show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But us
yeah.
fans are going to be engaged with that.
Yeah, but it's
Like
like
that's what you got to
they're
do.
already kind of doing that with the main stars, though, aren't they? Like CM Punk when he tried
Yeah,
to. Well, he
yeah,
nearly got Kevin Owens to corpse live on Friday.
yeah, yeah.
Basically, because he goes, Kevin Owens said, "Oh, these people all think this," and he goes, and CM Punk, well, which people? Name them. Come on, then, name them. Knowing that Kevin Owens couldn't so contractually name AEW stars. I mean, CM
Yeah.
Punk would have named them. He wouldn't give a shit. But the fact that he was trying to get Kevin Owens to do it was the funny thing. And Kevin Owens, you bastard. You could see it in his face that he's got me, you bastard. Because he knows that he can't say it.
Okay, but like you're going to do a fake police scene, right? We've all watched Cops. It's so popular. Why can't WWE just put a camera on their security when they run security out
Has
there to
Theory got a
get
girlfriend?
all get beat up
I
anyway?
thought it was gay.
Huh?
Apparently he's got a
So
girlfriend. Apparently, according to these lot.
Grayson Waller?
No, Theory, apparently. And they're saying
Oh,
she's hot. I mean, look,
Theory.
Shakeen's like literally gone
Theory.
into the archives and searched them out. I don't really care if they have
Well, I
or they
mean,
haven't. But the fact of the matter is still that Maxine Dupree is fucking married.
Austin.
End of. So
Yeah,
this still doesn't work. We know she's married.
yeah.
It's still
Well,
the
that's what I
worst
mean. Like
pairing
we
ever.
know. Yeah, but we know for a fact because Austin Theory's
Dominic's
come out
married. Worst
saying,
pairing with Liv. Now Liv is engaged. So it's even more fucking worse. Why put fake
yeah.
relationships when we know they're in real life marriages? It's
Well,
fucking
that's what I'm
stupid.
saying.
It's
It's just
redundant.
WWE won't touch it. They won't say, "Oh
Yeah, but
well," 'cause they want Austin. They don't want to have Austin Theory, the gay guy, the homosexual, the
apparently it's not. Apparently
identifies
it's
as
not.
this.
But they could put that
Yeah,
fake shit out there. But he could be
but
bisexual.
it's
He could do a Shawn
still,
Michaels. He could be bi. So don't read into that at all.
yeah, but it has nothing to do with his sexuality or anything. It's the one fact that makes that story stupid, and it's not going to work. We know Maxine Dupree is married in real life, so
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
not
yeah.
going to get, we're not going to, we're not going to invest in a
It's fake.
relationship that we
We know
know is
it's
fake
fake.
right off the bat.
And they do it all the
Yeah.
time. And
So why?
it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. They do
Yeah.
it all the
So
time.
that's what I mean by like, and with the women, it's the same thing. It's no different. It's just it's highlighted because they're rushing. They're just trying to push
What it's
because
going to
they're
do,
like
right?
trying to speed run the women's division on the main roster, and but then they stall, and then they like once someone's an Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Roxanne Perez, we don't seem to see them anymore. We don't see no stories. They're just
Perez is
there,
just
and we're
she's
supposed to cheer when
she's
they come out.
you talked about like participation award. That is Roxanne
Yeah,
Perez right now. What storyline is she in?
yeah.
She's in Judgment
She's not
Day
doing
doing
it.
what? She has a
I
match.
know. She'll look
She gets
around, she'll
disqualified.
look back and forth, and you'll
She
see her
helps
eyes going all over it.
she helps Liv
She's
win. She helps
sarcastic.
Raquel
What does
win.
that do?
But what
Yeah,
storyline is she doing? Absolutely nothing. The old
yeah.
Judgment Day
She's
fucking
sitting there.
storyline is shit. It's garbage.
Well, that's what I mean. Like even okay, look at Alexa Bliss when she comes out. You got Brady Madison who stands her, right? Well, look, she just comes
She's not
out
even
and
as
she'll
good as
come
she
out
used to
and
be. I don't think Alexa Bliss
yeah,
is anywhere near as good as she was
she just gets
before
out
she had a
there, or she'll
child.
give like a dirty look. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
she's
no,
not
I
the performer
mean
she once
that's not.
was. She
Yeah,
looks
she's not.
half the
She's not
person
at
she
that
was.
level.
She's nowhere near
Yeah.
top tier talent anymore. She
Yeah.
ain't a champion anymore. And I hate to break it to Brady, but she's just not. She needs to be in
Yeah.
tag team action because she's just not that good anymore. I mean, I
Well,
know
I think putting
she's
her with
had issues
someone
with
like Tatum.
concussions. Maybe that's a reason why as well. But she's just
Yeah.
not top
Like
tier
I'm
anymore.
thinking,
She's not the main event.
no, but she's got a voice, and she could be the voice of the women's division
She's
because
gonna help
we all
Tatum
love
Paxley
Alexa
get
Bliss.
over. That's what her job
Yeah.
is. Help Tatum Paxley get over.
Yeah. And
Charlotte
she's
Flair
done.
doesn't need getting
That's
over.
what I think.
Charlotte Flair is Charlotte Flair.
No. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If
And
she
that's
does a
what I'm
heel
thinking
turn,
is,
you
yeah.
were expecting it. You know what I mean? It's
That's
Charlotte
like
Flair.
everybody's
She's
like,
done enough to be in the position
like,
she's
oh,
in.
Alexa Bliss's dark gimmicks back. No, she's just getting. You really think they're going to go with the Lily crap? They're not going to. WWE,
Lily
TKO's
is
not going to.
only
They don't
there.
like.
Lily is literally only there to sell fucking merch and to keep the
Yeah, but we know. I
Wyatt
mean,
fans fucking
yeah,
salivating in their fucking pants. You know what I mean? That's what that's for.
no, but
Oh, they're
I
gonna
think the
do
Lily
Dark
thing is there.
Heritage.
Because I just don't see TKO since they've come out and said it a million times. They don't like the dark storylines, dark characters.
They can't sell it.
So with Tatum Paxley, yeah.
They can't sell it.
So
That's
I
all.
mean,
It's good on a
yeah,
t-shirt. It's good with figures, but then when it comes to
yeah,
wrestling, it sucks, and they know it. That's why
yeah.
the Wyatt Six
Well, they
fucking
can't get.
plummeted like they did. They maybe
Well,
even got 2 years
it's
out of
also
it.
because the wrestlers themselves, they have a career. Whoever they verse, and most wrestlers don't want to go up against
I've got.
uh,
I don't know if you saw.
paranormal because of that. Because they're just going to get fed, and it's not going to do anything for their career.
I don't know if
It's
you
just going
saw
to
the
sell for
news.
WWE. They're not getting anything out of it
Right.
besides paycheck.
I was watching the Chris Van Vliet interview with Nikki Cross, or Nikki Storm, or
Yeah,
Nicola Glenn Cross, as she's known.
yeah,
See, fascinating, absolutely fascinating story,
yeah.
and something really did come out of that, which is very fascinating. I don't know if anybody actually knows this in the chat. Probably James does because he's like the encyclopedia of wrestling. But her and her husband Damo, they own Progress Wrestling here in the UK. They bought it.
I
So
didn't
Nikki
know that.
Cross literally finished her 90 days non-complete course, brought back a Nikki Storm character, bought Progress. So she's now a promoter, owner of a wrestling company with her husband. That is fucking amazing. Awesome. What a
That
way
is
to come
cool,
out of
honestly.
WWE and actually just go straight
Yeah,
into a fucking business. Now she's like
yeah.
she's on that path now
That's
of being a
impressive,
promoter.
honestly.
This is fucking amazing,
Yeah,
honestly. Well done to her, you know what I
yeah.
mean? That is kind of how
Yeah,
to
that's different. I mean, you don't see that.
her and
I mean,
Damo
you got
own
Rose. And,
Progress here in the UK, so that is fucking awesome.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Her future's already. She's used the money for what she got from WWE and took it to the fucking next level.
yeah,
Took it to the next level.
yeah. I mean, good for her. I mean, she's still doing something she loves, but now she gets to be the boss. So that's kind of scary. I mean, I don't know if I want Nikki. I mean, you want Nikki Cross as your boss? That's scary shit.
It's
Because you
awesome
ain't
though,
going to
isn't
get a
it?
whole lot by her. I mean, you got a wrestler as the owner. You're not going to get a whole lot. By him. So you're not going to be able to, use stupid ass excuses for reasons this you did this or that because they're going to know.
Yeah,
So
but
you
she's
can't
using
say
that
like
wrestling
how
knowledge.
many times can. Yeah, that's what I mean. But that's going to be used against. I mean, she's using that knowledge of actual wrestling and how the business works. That sense. So you're not going to be able to be like, oh, I can't be at this show or this date because my grandma died 50 times. That's what I meant. Like you can't get shit.
Yeah, she
You can't
understands.
just
Yeah,
say
but
your grandma died. That, I think all of it. That's one of the excuses is like, oh, my grandma's in the hospital.
yeah,
Or
but
my
she'll also
grandpa's
understand. She'll
had
also
boner's
understand.
disease.
I guess she'll also understand
I don't
the
know
other
why
side
I
of it.
said grandma
The
got
other
boner's
side of
disease.
why they can't make it. They haven't got the passport passed. They're stuck in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? She'll
yeah,
get all of that, so she's going to be a little bit more forgiving I think, rather than being like Vince McMahon, you would just get instantly fined if you're fucking late.
Well, in the same token, I think if a star is supposed to be there and they're trying to use that as for excuse, to not show up, she's gonna know, she's gonna be able to call bullshit,
Oh yeah,
on things.
But the thing
Especially,
is,
so she'll be able to. So if you're lying, if you're not lying and you really are held up, she can help you get, because she'll know what to do to get, out of the situation or to get things cleared up, so you can then, continue your traveling,
yeah,
stuff like
the
that.
other thing what came out of that interview as well, when she's playing Abby the Witch, how I said,
Yeah,
I bet she's biting to get back in the ring, blah blah blah, have loads of matches and stuff. She actually turned around
yeah,
and said she enjoyed being the valet more. She learns more by
yeah,
being the valet, and she likes
yeah,
shadowing the other wrestlers. She got more of a buzzer doing that because she learnt different traits, things to look out for, how matches
yeah,
were structured. She learnt from the men
yeah,
how to structure a match, how to be a producer, which is obviously going to help her now with being a promoter
yeah,
herself. So you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like it was fascinating, and she just loved playing the Abby character, whether or not it would be
yeah,
for 2 years, 1 minute, 3 minutes, whatever. You know what I mean? It didn't really matter to her.
yeah,
The fact that she got to play that role were an honour, and she did feel like that everyone
yeah,
in that group were all in it together. They all did it for the right reasons. That was Bray Wyatt. Yes, it didn't go their way, but they're not saddened by it not going their
yeah,
way. They all truly loved their experience.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like it was good to hear that. I mean, they could have come out of that and going, "Oh, but they didn't use us correctly." It's like, ugh. You know what I mean? They could have come
yeah.
out of it completely differently.
Well, that's like,
Like the fans
yeah, that's
have
like
come out of
you.
it completely differently. They let the fans do the bitching and the moaning, and they've just gone, "Well, we just had a
Yeah,
lovely time paying tribute to Bray."
yeah. Well, that's like, well, not like it, but kind of like in the same realm of like Thunder Rosa. She left. She's still in AEW, but she's in CMLL now, and so is Tessa Blanchard. So they're actually working together in
Yeah, but
CMLL. And I mean,
CMLL are owned or partly in cohesion with AEW, so that's not a surprise.
yeah,
To be quite honest with you.
yeah, but that's where Tessa Blanchard. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. But like you have WWE with
AAA.
AAA, and then you have CMLL. So you got that crossover, and we know Tessa Blanchard when she left TNA, she went to CMLL, but she'll eventually be on AEW.
Oh yeah, of
But there's
course.
just no place for her. But there's no place for her because Thunder Rosa's in CMLL, bringing up lucha wrestling, trying to get
Hasn't
women's
Thunder Rosa
wrestling
still? I think
on the
Thunder
card.
Rosa's still got her wrestling promotion, hasn't she?
Yeah, I think it's WoW, isn't
Mission
it?
Pro
Women of
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Mission Pro
Oh
Wrestling, I
yeah,
think it is.
Mission
Yeah,
Pro.
I
Yeah,
think it's Mission Pro.
I thought she
Yeah,
was with. Yeah, she was with WoW though. Like that was her thing. She was putting.
I think that's the only reason why she
Well,
never
no, that was
really went to
Holly
W.
Dead.
I
That
think
was
WWE got
yeah,
in touch with Thunder Rosa, but because she had
yeah.
her
She
promotion,
had so many.
yeah,
Yeah,
she had that pet project, and she was worried
yeah,
because obviously it was under. I think it was under Vince's administration at that point. I think things are lax now.
yeah,
I think if WWE went back in for Thunder Rosa, they wouldn't give a shit about Mission Pro Wrestling. To be honest, they'd just go right. Yeah, you can still do that. That's completely fine
yeah,
because they're now letting
yeah,
wrestlers do podcasts and all kinds of stuff now.
yeah.
Probably
But Thunder
say
Rosa.
to her and go, look, we want to use your promotion as a feeder and get it on the WWE
Yeah,
ID program. I don't think it's
yeah.
on the ID program at the minute. I think it's
No.
completely away from that. But I mean, yeah, I think
Yeah,
Thunder
I don't
Rosa
know.
sadly is becoming redundant. I don't think she's the
Yeah,
as
well,
stocked star
she's
as she
lost
used to be.
she's lost a ton of what she did have. But I mean, she's still there and she's still doing her thing. She's just
Yeah, Holly
as
Dad is
far as
still out there
AEW,
doing her
she's
thing,
a
but we
champion.
don't really
That's
talk
it.
about Holly Dad anymore, where she was a big part of the conversation for such a long
Well,
time.
she's in WoW. You know what WoW is? Women of Wrestling,
Yeah. But it's on
where they have
YouTube.
like good, whatever
Stephen,
it
why are
is,
you not
monsters. And
watching WoW? Stephen, why are you not watching WoW? I mean, you're
Oh
a
my God,
pervert. You're a
Steve.
fucking perv. Why are you not
What
watching
is it?
fucking WoW, man? He sits there
Well,
watching
me and my
fucking
niece
Gigolo
Brianna,
wrestling.
it'll be on CW tonight at 11 o'clock. It's like Daisy Lane and then or whatever it is,
I can't get
Chainsaw.
invested with. I can't get invested with WoW. I've seen bits and bats. I'm actually
It's like
subscribed to it,
Chainsaw.
but I just can't watch it. I just don't find it that
Yeah,
great, to be honest. It's like it's borderline what they did with Glow back in the day. It's borderline that.
yeah. Well,
It's just
I
Glow.
think WoW's a little worse.
It's just
I
WoW
think
is Glow.
WoW's not as good as what Glow was. I mean, Glow is there's so much drama. Like you can kick back and you can flat see it. Like now,
But the thing is, with
oh yeah. By the
Glow,
way,
you had that
I
promise
have
that
my
there might be a
earphones in.
nip slip.
Yeah.
Oh, Glow, there's gonna be
Oh, they
pussy.
get the yeah. Now, like WoW is like they're so cut. That everybody's such a professional, and I think I mean, you would think Tiffany Stratton would be like, okay, well, can your dressing department come over here and give me a hand? But Tiffany Stratton does that on purpose. I mean, that's why
No.
you
There's
watch
a
it.
joke. There's a running joke backstage that
Yeah,
Tiffany Stratton's wardrobe
yeah.
malfunctions. Your tits popped out again. Yeah, tits are out. Didn't know about it. They know.
Well, I
They're
mean,
told to do it
it
right.
doesn't matter.
They're told to do
Yeah,
it. They got
but
100
then
per fucking cent.
but then you have Charlotte Flair who went and done it even better. She went full nipple and
Well, she had
like,
full
damn it.
nipples.
Well, that's a whole yeah.
You saw
So I
that a
mean,
couple of years
it's not
ago
like
where they nearly pulled out flipping
yeah,
Liv Morgan's full pussy. He went for
yeah,
Bianca Belair in the Hell in a Cell match. I think it was the Elimination Chamber. She pulled her pants to one side. She literally pulled her pants
yeah,
on live
yeah,
TV, and it's like there were no
yeah,
cutting. It, I mean,
yeah.
she was covered up. To be honest, she had a
Doesn't
white
matter.
thong on or something
Yeah,
underneath, but I mean that was
yeah.
nearly clearly full exposure
That's
on
what you
TV.
remember. You are never. That is so funny. It's like, oh, you remember this? Oh, this nip slip. Dave has all the info. He knows the exact scene. You can cut to it. Like Dave's like on
I
his
should
computer.
do that. You
There it
know
is.
what? That's what I should
There it
do.
is.
That
Yeah,
should be
yeah,
my YouTube
yeah. That's
channel
your,
going forward.
yeah,
Just making a
just
compilation
fine.
video of all the nip slips on how to find them.
Yeah,
Right, so we're going back to Fully Loaded, 1984,
yeah.
yeah, not 84, 94, whatever. And
That's your
it's
nip.
Ivory versus Sable. Sable nip slip. 3 minutes
Yeah,
and 23 seconds in. Cat
like
at
exact.
Cat when she
Yeah,
exposes her boobs at blah 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 in.
yeah,
Fortunately, you can't do that with the network because it's all cut to shit now, unfortunately. So
yeah.
the only way you're going to
Well,
see
if there's
them,
anything like that, then
only thing you're going to
yeah,
get raw now is if you find it on VHS or DVD. That's the only way that you're
yeah,
going to get it raw now,
yeah.
unfortunately, because
Ugh.
yeah, they've cut the fuck out of everything. The Edge and Lita sex celebration, that's cut to fuck. It's literally cut to fuck.
Do you
It's
think?
just not even half
Do
of
you
what it
think
was.
doing more? Do you think showing more of like women being sexy, like the whole? Remember Alexa Bliss, and she had her top off and the towel.
I don't
She's
even know why
covered,
they
but
did that. I don't even know why they did that.
yeah.
They had the guy walking in on her, and
But I mean, yeah,
they didn't see
yeah,
anything. She just had a top off, and she was covered up. But they used to do
yeah,
that when they run into the shower rooms back in the day when it was, when they were
yeah.
doing
But the thing
24/7 championships and
the reason
hardcore
I'm bringing it
titles
up,
and stuff.
yeah, but like those are things we remember. Like you know what I mean? Like those are memorable moments. So I mean, when you would think that they would like be doing like if they want you to
Well,
remember a show.
I've got a counter argument here. I've actually got a counter argument because
Okay.
when we grew up watching wrestling, especially during the 90s, particularly Attitude Era 90s, maybe even before then, how many arse cheeks of the men wrestled would we see? Ric Flair had his arse
Yeah.
out every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels had his arse out every 2 seconds. Rick Rude had his arse out. We used to pull the tights. We
Well,
used to expose butt cheeks. Isn't that
I think
just as equal as a nip
not,
slip?
But you know, I'm actually thinking I'm trying to remember, and I'm thinking, and I don't know what Ric Flair's ass. When his ass come out, I just didn't pay attention. It wasn't like Ric Flair's ass is out. Oh my god! Like I
No, we
didn't.
wouldn't do. We're
I'm
men.
like,
We're men. Why would
yeah,
we
but
think,
that's.
oh my
I
God,
think it's
Ric Flair's
because,
ass is
like,
out?
I'm sorry, but
But if
maybe
you're,
it's sexual. I'm a pervert. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like not a guy pervert. Like I don't know how to.
no.
Like when a
You're
woman pulls her
misquoting
kid
me.
out, I'm gonna know.
You're misquoting me.
But if
What
a
I'm
guy
saying
pulls his
is,
boobs out, I'm like, that's gonna get my.
no,
That's
it's
not
not
a
getting my
memorable
attention.
moment.
No. You're
Didn't
misquoting.
Ric Flair's ass always come out?
Yeah, but you're misquoting the fact of when you're in a
Yeah,
live audience and you see Shawn Michaels' ass come out. That is what the women
yeah,
are doing. They're perving. That's why they did it.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
in reflection, when a woman's nipple comes out, or they do over sexualization now, it's
yeah,
for the men audience because they know the men are watching. But they used to do it for
yeah,
the women. Back in the day, Shawn Michaels getting his
yeah,
crotch out and his ass out every 2 minutes with DX, and that's what they were doing it for.
yeah. Well, now I'm gonna start watching the men's and see if there is anything like that. Like if they're purposely like in a clinch or anything, and they're like
They do
trying
it
to
anymore. They
show
do
their
pull the
bulge
tights,
or like
but there's no.
pull the
I can't remember
yeah
the
pull
last
them
time I saw
tight.
an ass out. But the last man
Yeah,
situation was Daniel Bryan when his full dick came out against Drew
yeah.
Gulak, and it was aired. They didn't cut
Oh,
away. They didn't blank
God,
the screen. They
that
just showed
mother,
his
yeah,
dick. Here's his
that
penis.
motherfucker. Yeah, here's Johnny. You know.
Shaquem, I can tell
Yeah.
you now, CM Punk was definitely not naked under that towel. He was clearly fucking covered up. Don't fucking
Unfortunately, I
allow.
do remember the Brian Danielson thing. That was just so crazy. The, yeah, like I was just like, wait, am I seeing what the? Because I was like, is that? Yeah, that's Brian's dick. Oh well, I guess that's
Right, so
part of
we've
WWE.
got a development. We've got a development in the chat right now because Ryan Neeson's just come back in and said Austin Theory has not got a girlfriend. Where we had Shaquem going, he's got a girlfriend. No, he hasn't got a
No, he
girlfriend.
don't.
I mean, the chat is. I mean, that
No.
comment from Shaquem was hours ago. It
Yeah,
seems like hours ago. The chat's not
we're
really moved
having.
a lot, to be honest.
Yeah,
They're not really
yeah,
talking. And I will
yeah.
interact with the chat if you do put questions in, guys. If you're going to just sit there and not
Okay.
talk.
I know people who know other people. Well, guess what? Austin Theory's gay. Leave it alone. Give it up. It doesn't make a shit. It doesn't make a
I
fuck.
don't really care if he's
He's a
gay.
wrestler.
I mean,
He
Chris
doesn't go out
Canyon.
there and try to play.
Chris Canyon
But
was
that's what I
gay.
mean. But they're not out there feeling up
Yeah,
other
give a shit.
wrestlers.
I
We
don't
don't have
care.
to.
I'm not bothered.
They're not trying to like. They're not
Orlando
grabbing. Like
Jordan,
I
I
mean,
think,
I'm
was
sure
gay as well. I
Austin
think he's
Theory
a
and
gay.
Austin Theory. Yeah.
I
I
think
mean, that's what I
Orlando
mean. It
Jordan.
doesn't. None of it means shit to me, and it shouldn't really mean shit to anybody because what he does or what his preferences are
Yeah,
in his in his real life. So
nobody
on,
was saying
but
this about Sonya Deville.
that has
No
nothing
one
to
was saying
do.
about Shayna Baszler.
Yeah,
No one's saying it about the
yeah,
females what were lesbians in WWE. Because, oh, they're lesbians.
yeah,
They're cool. Still fucking gay.
yeah. But Sonya
End of the day,
Deville,
you
when
know, it's
she was
still
raising or
they're
whatever, I
still a
think she
part
was.
of that community.
Yeah,
Which, you know what,
yeah.
right?
But I mean, no. But it doesn't. It's the fact that the wrestler themselves wasn't. No, I don't think Sonya Deville, uh, when she was raising or whatever, I don't think she ever. I don't think she was in like a romantic thing with a
Oh
guy.
no, no,
I don't
no,
think that. I'm not
no.
sure
They
that
never
ever.
did that. They never.
I'm not
They
sure.
just had her as a badass MMA kind of woman. That's all
Yeah,
they did with Sonya Deville, to be honest.
we're
And they
like.
never
But I
sugarcoated it.
remember like. Yeah,
They,
yeah.
they never
But
give her
they
a
never. But
boyfriend.
her
They never did with Shayna
sexuality
Baszler, to be fair.
outside of. Yeah, but like outside of of wrestling,
Have you
it doesn't
seen?
matter what
Have
they
you
do.
seen who Sonya Deville is married to? Have you seen her? She is pretty
Yeah,
as fuck.
that woman. Oh my.
She is fucking gorgeous. Sonya Deville is a lucky
Yeah, but
lady.
I'm a guy. It's like you look at like I can. Okay, there's lesbians that live here in Joplin. You know, there's lesbians that live in Columbus. There's lesbians. There's couples. Yeah, there's. It's just like
We're running
ours.
out of fucking
There's
straight
lesbians
women.
over
Where's
there.
the straight
Look,
women
there's
at?
a lesbian over there.
Where are the straight women?
Yeah.
We've
No,
lost them.
I'm just okay, but like you hear women say, "Well, there's lesbians everywhere. What's so big about Sonya Deville and her wife?" It's like because they're both hot. I mean, no offense, but most lesbians that live around here that I know of are not attractive. They're not. They're they're 350 pounds each, and
Yeah,
they're
but
just
then
gross.
I
They're
think the girls will have the
sloppy.
same. I think the girls
It's,
have the same
yeah,
argument about men. Look at Austin
yeah,
Theory.
yeah,
I mean, I don't look at
yeah,
Austin Theory and think, "Oh my God, he's an handsome guy." I mean, you're doing
yeah.
reflection, but not because I fancy him or anything like that. But you
I
could
look at
probably look
Austin
at the
Theory
gay
and I
men
say, what a
community and
waste.
look at them and don't think they're not the
I
William
look at
Menzies of the
Austin
world.
Theory. Yeah, I look at Austin Theory and I say, okay, Austin Theory. If I look like Austin Theory, I would have 500 times the pussy. You know, I'd probably be dead by now. But I'm just saying, if
Yeah,
I
but
looked like
what
that
I'm
guy,
trying to say is, how many fat gay men do you know? How many William? If if you were a gay man, what do you think your world would be like? Is it Austin Theory's world?
lonely,
You know
lonely
what I
as
mean? You know,
fuck.
is it Austin
'Cause
Theory's world? No.
ain't no one putting a dick in my ass. I would be the loneliest gay motherfucker you ever seen because
You'd
there
be the
ain't
only gay in the
nobody.
village. James,
Yeah,
are you still in
no
the
one's
chat?
putting. I don't give
Would
a
you be
fuck.
the only
I
gay
don't
in
give
the
a fuck if I'm
village?
gay. I don't give a fuck what my. I don't care if I sexually identify as as a butthole. I am not. Nothing's going in my ass. That's just something that you know. I am not gonna put stuff in my butt.
No,
Not happening.
nobody's saying that you will, William. To be honest, it's all
No, I'm saying
hypothetical
that's a
talking.
thing.
It's hypothetical talking,
That's
mate.
the
It's
thing.
not
Yeah,
nobody sticking
hypothetically,
anything
nothing's
in your
going in my
ass.
ass. Hypothetically, I'm just saying. I can be like,
Hypothetically,
oh
I'm saying.
boy, hey guys, look, I'm here now. I'm gonna vogue a minute. Oh my god, guess
What
what?
is
I'm
though?
not
I
putting
mean,
that
that's a
dick in my
no.
ass.
Whoa, whoa,
Like
whoa,
that's
whoa.
just where I'm going. I'm like, I'm not.
That's a
It's not happening.
stereotypical,
I'm not
right?
putting toys. I'm not putting butt plugs in my ass. I'm just saying
You're
it's not
stereotyping.
something that I think that I want. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, see,
stereotype,
I'm
though,
being
right? You're
defensive.
stereotyping.
Yeah.
I think we're stereotyping now because Austin Theory
Okay,
ain't
but
walking around with a butt plug up his ass. Well, he might be, but
no,
he doesn't do
is
the
that
camp
really
boys. He's not
stereotype?
doing anything
Okay,
camp.
so I
That's
could
just
be a
camp.
virgin gay guy.
The thing
So I
is,
could be a gay virgin
there's a difference,
because
right?
I've had nothing in my ass. Does that make me a gay virgin because I've never had
Yeah,
anything in
but
my ass or my
whoa,
mouth?
William.
Can't
Listen,
I be gay?
right,
Do
right,
I
no,
have
no,
to?
no, no. I'm going to counteract
What
this
is
because
that sexual? Okay,
no, let me counteract
okay.
because you
I'm
said
just saying.
no. I've let you talk. Let me talk.
Yeah.
So, what I'm saying is, you've just said you won't have anything up your ass. That does not mean you're not gay. Because you could be the giver. You might be sticking your pee up their ass. That means you're still gay, mate. Because you ain't taking it does not mean that you're getting away with it.
Well, then I could be gay. I'd be good.
You don't have to
I'll
be a
put it.
taker.
I'll put
You
it.
could be the you could be the one giving it. Just saying,
I'm just not
that's
gonna
being
give.
gay. You know what I mean? That's still gay. You
Wait a
don't have to
second.
be taking it. You can be
But
giving it. Anyway,
in a
we
relationship,
know you're married anyway. We know you're not gay.
okay. But I'm talking about. But in a relationship, well, yeah. I get. I don't. My wife. I guess. I guess a girl's never put on the dildo and put me in the ass. I guess that would be something a wife could do. Yeah. I guess you're right. I see your point. I'll let you have that one because that's not in the
Honestly,
cards.
you're not gay if a wife sticks a strap on and gives you one in a. It just means that the
I never
man's
said I wasn't gay. I just
literally
said
right, William. The man's G spot is in his ass. The access to
yeah
the
on
man's G spot
the back
is
end
through
of
your
his ball.
halves.
I know this.
So why would
Yes,
God put
it's on the
it
back
in
of your ball
there
sack.
if we weren't supposed to fucking use it? Just saying, just saying. I'm not saying I stick anything up my ass
Okay.
because I don't. But there's a reason for it to be there,
Like
right? There's a reason it's there.
okay. You know how I said when I was going to go over to, I was like, hey, I'm going to come visit Dave and we're going to go to a bar and get drunk. I might not get drunk with you. Not completely. I
Retracted,
might.
retracted,
I'll have a
retracted.
couple beer. I'll have a couple beers, Dave, but I don't think we're going to,
We've
we're not
established.
going to let the night. Yeah,
We've established you give. We've established that William Ency gives.
yeah.
So that's great news for me.
I'm a giver. I'm not a taker. I'm a giver. I'll give it all you want, but I'm not a taker. I don't take. A relationship's about giving, and
Somebody should
I'll
need to
give
clip
to
that.
my
I think that's a clippable moment
yeah.
right there. What needs to be turned into a show. I'm a giver, not a taker.
I'm a giver. I give.
Patrick of Ireland's
Yeah.
in the chat. Watch out, it's going to get crazy now. Patrick's in the chat. We're going to be talking about all kinds of weird shit in a minute. Not that we're not talking about weird
Yeah.
shit
Come
already.
on, Patrick.
He's definitely shoving
Yeah.
something up his ass.
Get out. I had no word. Patrick's
Sorry,
in the
Patrick,
chat.
you've just
Oh,
walked in. I do apologise.
Yeah. He puts all
But
kinds of things in here.
I think we've kept it on topic, though. I think we've kept it on females, wrestling, sex.
Well, this is part of females wrestling. This is effeminate males wrestling. And there's butch female wrestlers. I know Shayna Baszler has to be considered a butch wrestler, just because of the way she, the way her mentality and her
No,
personality.
she's like
She has a husband. I know all that. I know she's not. I
no,
know
Shayna
she
Baszler's
likes to.
bisexual, isn't she? I always thought she
Yeah.
was bisexual. I never thought
She.
she was fully on gay or
She's
anything
not.
like that. I just thought she was bi.
No. No.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like I'm not. It doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
She was brought up being
I
a
mean, I don't
geek.
know if it's in
She's
public. Yeah.
Shayna Baszler's the geek girl, the one that likes playing D&D, likes playing video games.
Yeah, but see,
she's
that's
that
so
there.
weird because I would have automatically went to tomboy. You know what I mean? Just by her
Yeah.
personality, the way she
She's
is.
the one that
I would have
hung around
honestly.
with 12 brothers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's that girl. She's
Yeah.
that chick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's
She's the
somebody
one
that
that'll
you
like.
could have an arm wrestle
If you
with.
sit down beside her. Yeah.
Yeah, you know
Well,
what I mean? She's that kind of girl.
She's a fun girl. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the
Well, that makes her
that
hot.
lass.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
what do the
You know what I
women
mean?
need
Well,
to
the whole
do?
rest of the podcast. Yeah.
What do the women need to do to get on the main roster and strive and really get over? Do they need to do the
Work.
JC Jane route, or do we do the Sol Ruka route? What do we need to do? What is the three things? And the chat can answer this as well. Chat are involved.
Yeah.
What are the three things we could do to, say, Kendall Gray? What does she need to do to be the final product? What goes to the main roster? Absolutely kills it.
Kendall Gray's like Kendall Gray. Once she goes to the main roster, she just needs to let everything else go. I don't think. I know it's going to be hard. Women, they're. I almost put they're crazy, but they worry constantly, and they're always, goal oriented and everything. You need to just relax. Once you get to the main roster, concentrate on your performance. That's the most important thing. Concentrate on your.
So we've got not overthinking.
Yeah.
No overthinking. Just be you.
Yeah.
I think
you made
that's a fair point. I think that's a fair point because when you look at it, just being yourself. You've already conquered the crowd. You've done that in NXT. The NXT crowd are following you up into the main roster anyway, or at least should be.
And now when you get to the main roster,
around social media, she's already getting lots of exposure. Whenever they get the chance on Raw or SmackDown, they throw her name into the mix. And it's like, oh, have you heard of Kendall Gray? Oh, she's going to be at that event. Because she's on priority with WWE, so they are pushing her. She's getting thrown out whenever they can.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So she's.
But nowadays, because it's moved this way, nowadays, once you get to the main roster, you're isolated. As you said, you can only see a couple rows, and there's not many people. There's not, and you can't trust what the crowd boos or loves or likes as what you're going to be. within the wrestling universe
Oh,
because
okay, my phone's just
us,
going
the
crazy.
wrestling universe. But us, the wrestling universe, we're not a value. We're not our opinions and our thoughts and how we are not shown with the match. We show that in how many times we view it, or what we talk about, how we receive the match, and it's the crowd, the disconnect between us fans and the crowd that shows up to the shows is so different. So
I
we're
think
just
James
completely
is make,
different, and
I think James is making a valid point here. It's just getting called up to the main roster used to mean something. Now it's just something they do.
yeah,
And yeah, I think we're
it's
expected now. We get
it's just a
to
paycheck.
Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, we're expecting a call up. We get to SummerSlam, Raw after SummerSlam, we're expecting a call up. We've got constantly Khalid coming into the chat going, so and so is going to get called up. Oh my gosh, when
Yeah,
is Lola Vice getting called up? And it's like Montana now. When's he going to get called up to the main roster? When is Tanahashi going to get called up to the main roster? When is Zilla Fatu going to get called? Yeah, it's like it's a constant thing. What seems to be going on, and it's like, whoa, they've just come into NXT. Let them sit, let them marinate, let them do something before we go. Get them on the main roster. Why are we such in a rush with the
yeah,
main roster in the first place? Is basically what I've been saying the entire stream so far. Is like NXT have got it so perfect. They've got them mixed perfectly. They know when to have the female match. They know when the men's matches are. They know when the feuds are. We've got it all perfectly timed. And then once we get them onto the main roster, drop ball, drop ball, drop ball. And we're constantly doing it. Carmelo Hayes is so over, but yet we can't seem to get him on a fucking PLE. He's like Miss Missylvania. He's Miss SummerSlam. What is he going to do? Miss Survivor Series. Why? We did that with LA Knight when he came up. Why are we doing this? Why are we getting these people hyped and then going, oh, we ain't got no for them? Where is he? You all right, William?
yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm just sitting here listening and enjoying the conversation. I drifted off. I was sitting there, and the thought I was thinking the whole time you were saying that, I was thinking about what next would be my main. I would think if I was to do number two, it would have to be the connection with your audience. Like you have to you have to connect with the crowd.
I think
If
that's what
you're
Kendall
coming
Gray's
up
doing.
from
HCAR, shout out to you. I think
yeah,
that's what Kendall Gray's doing right
you
now is
need
trying to find that middle ground with the crowd. That's why she started doing the
yeah,
cake thing. That started to be a gimmick. Does she do that on the
yeah.
main roster? I don't think the cake thing translates that well with the main roster. I
No,
think the people were just
that's
like, last time we saw a cake on the main
yeah.
roster, it was Lacey Evans getting thrusted into a cake by Charlotte Flair. I mean, oh no, it wasn't. It was Tony Storm
Well, that's what I
getting
mean
thrusted
by
into a cake.
there's we're online. Those of us who stand the ship, those of us who've been wrestling
That's
forever,
not news.
those of us who love Kendall Gray, you know, and then you have the crowd, which is different from us. It's different than the rest than the WWE universe. The crowds, there's a disconnect there. If you're coming onto the main roster, you have to connect that crowd with their reactions, and then you have to connect. You have to connect to that,
Do you
whatever that is,
think?
whenever that is.
Do you think they've
But
not
you have
bridged the
to
gap
remain connected
between
to
NXT
us.
and the main roster? They've,
There's no the gap isn't there. The WWE has eliminated the gap by not just bringing a talent and then giving them a different, because they used to give them different gimmicks. When you'd come up from
oh
NXT,
yeah, 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 yeah.
you would
But the
still get
thing
a
is,
different gimmick. Now they're taking the gimmicks that are working in NXT and bringing that entirety. So
yeah,
they're
but
putting
you
more pressure.
still. What I
You
mean
know,
by what I meant by the gap is we know for a fact not everyone watches NXT. The people what are sat in the
yeah,
main roster in the
yeah,
crowd
of
in the
course,
main for the main shows Raw and SmackDown, a lot of them don't even watch
yeah,
NXT. There's a lot of them are ignorant
yeah,
to
for sure.
NXT, and when they
Yeah,
popped for Sol Ruka, it wasn't because she's an NXT star. They popped for her because I remember her showing up at a Royal Rumble once, and that's why they pop.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
It's not the same. I
Well,
mean, you're not getting the same fan base straight away, is what I'm saying.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about is okay. NXT prepares you for the crowd to react to that crowd when you get in the ring. You know how to react to a crowd when you get called up. It's reacting to the large fan base, the WWE universe that are online, that are on social media, that are we're the ones us here doing these streams. You, Dave, me, James, you know, Casey, everybody. You still have to connect with us. You have to find a way while you're in that ring performing. You have to connect. So you have to learn to do like with Alexa Bliss. You know, she'll give a certain look that we recognize. That's why building up to a move is so important because we,
Yeah.
us fans, all recognize together. You got to connect the crowd, what you're getting for a reaction, with us who are watching on Daze's channel, on your channel, on Wheezy Blondes, anybody. You have to connect with all of us. So you have to find a way, and that's with body language. That's why Liv's so good. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair. Like we know, like when Charlotte Flair will stop and pause and then look up or look at the camera, she's looking at us,
Oh, we got an
right?
exposure
So
to the back.
yeah, well, she's looking at us. So I mean, so that's just what the way it is
Yeah. Blake
as
Monroe
far as
is
that
so
goes.
over already, but she hasn't even had a debut
Yeah,
match yet. I don't even know why that is,
yeah,
James. I don't really understand why we haven't pulled the trigger on her. We seem to be giving time for Jade and the baddies, but you know what? Who gives a fuck about them? We're not bothered about Jade Cargill. We want to see,
yeah,
we want to see Blake Monroe. We wanted to see Jordan Grace. We wanted to see Julia. These are the people what we were
yeah,
getting the fan bases. We're getting over, and yet we just go, oh, we got no forum. How have you got no forum?
yeah,
This is the thing. You've had Liv
yeah.
Morgan
So that's,
on Raw with no
yeah,
competitors because the plan for the summer was to have a series of matches with Stephanie Verker. That was the plan. That was
yeah,
all the way through the summer. Stephanie Verker gets
yeah,
injured. Oh, we ain't planned for that. What are we doing with Liv Morgan?
yeah,
We've got nothing. Even though you've got Lyra
yeah,
Valkyrie, you've got Bailey, you've got Becky, you've got bring somebody up from
yeah,
NXT just to fill a void in. You could do fucking anything, but they just sat there and
yeah,
we've got no for her. Oh well,
yeah,
what we'll do is we'll put her in the Queen of the Ring tournament just to give her matches. And that's all it was. They didn't know. There were no intentions of Liv Morgan winning. They just give her something to do. And then that built
yeah.
up the feud with Io Sky for SummerSlam. And it's like, it's mad. Are you going to sort that out? Because you can't keep your hand up there like that.
Yeah.
Sort it out. Go sort it out. I'll keep these guys entertained while you
Oh,
sort that out.
all right.
Yeah, go sort it out because you can't to spend the rest of the stream with your hand up. Aaron, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Don't call them up if you've got no plan for them. Yeah, exactly. You can't get
Yeah.
them on TV. What is the point of calling them up? Blake Monroe, what are they waiting for? What's the storyline they're saying here with her? We've had the
Yeah.
vignettes. We've done the vignettes to death.
Yeah.
We've had her attack people backstage to death. And
Yeah.
still she's had no match. Who's written the script for her? Have you got out for
Yeah.
Blake Monroe this week? Oh shit, I forgot about her. Oh, can she attack somebody backstage? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that'll keep her relevant. Fucking it's so shit. Are you gonna get Days
Yeah.
on the pod? Probably not.
We could.
We could. I could ask him.
Yeah.
I could reach out. I think it would. I think Days would love to do it with William rather than me. Is my preference.
I couldn't go that far.
You know,
Everybody wants to do
I
like.
tried to do the 3-person pod before, and my mic
Yeah.
wouldn't work. So it ended up being just Nick and Days, and it was like I got phased out.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really like doing it. That's why it's
I
kind of
asked like Casey. I asked like Casey to be, in case because I didn't know if you were going to try to bring on a third, but I don't think you're doing your thing and I'm doing mine. And, just in case you wanted to try to bring on a third person.
It's
But I
finding
don't know
out
how
how to
you
do it.
even do that.
It really is. I
Yeah,
might not. It might not be on this platform that I'm using now. I think I can do it
yeah,
on another platform. But
yeah,
yeah, it's just hard finding space. I might have to lose the chat off the screen to get 3 people in. It's just
yeah,
we're very condensed at the minute. I'm like
yeah.
in a
And we're
little
creatures.
box. You're in a little
Yeah,
box. We've got
and
the
we're
chat in the middle of us.
and then yeah. Oh, I know. And then like right over here's the chat because I'm on the left, so the chat's here. The you chat. There you go. you know, but I mean that's the thing though. Like then you got to move everything around. Then you got the stress of oh god, is this going to work? Is this going to hold up?
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna have
know.
two. Like you're open now. I'll have to have another one open. I won't be able to see anything on the
Yeah,
screen because I'd have two windows
yeah.
open. I won't be able to see the chat. I'd just be
And
interacting with two
you
people.
know, and your vanity. You got to be able to see yourself on the screen so you can like primp your hair. Oh, do I need
I've just
hair?
make
Do
sure
I
that
need?
I haven't got a bogey coming out of my nose or
Right.
out like that. You're like, we're gonna look at
Yeah,
it.
you gotta have yourself. You gotta be able to see it.
If I can't
That's like
see
when I talk
myself,
to you.
and
It's
then
like
there's
I got
just
my
like
little
loads of
picture.
comments in the chat going, Dave, you
I
got a
got
bogey, you got a bogey out your nose, mate.
yeah,
Can't see.
I got my little picture up here, and I'll constantly look at it and be like, all right, are you blinking too much? Are you being a fucking retard? I mean, there's all kinds of shit. But I mean, yeah, I mean, we're all fucking. We have to have our little picture so we know what the fuck
On the
we're
short
doing.
side, all
So,
you can't see anyone beside the chat wall. What is it? Only the chat what you can
you know,
see? Oh, well, that's I won't do the that one again. Then. I don't know why that is. I have no control over that. That's YouTube.
yeah,
Yeah, can't fucking
they do
control
their
it.
thing however they end up doing it.
They should put me and William's faces above each other. Technically, I don't know
Yeah,
how they work. I can't even see it. I can't even go on my phone and see it. So I have no idea what they're
you got a
doing.
party.
So they're just.
Party.
So what are they doing? Just showing the chat. Oh well, that sucks. Don't watch that then.
Yeah, go watch it. No one wants to see
You
that
don't
crap.
watch the short
Oh, you
version.
probably got your. You probably need to like, zoom out. You need to like zoom out of it
I don't.
because if you
I
zoom
like
in,
I
it'll.
say, I've got no control. I can't sort that out. I just thought they condensed it. I mean, flip your
Yeah.
phone around is probably my suggestion to that. Flip
Oh
it
yeah,
round.
like landscape. Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
on like
just flip it
landscape
round.
or whatever.
I always thought they just did that way. To be honest, I didn't think they actually did it the long
Yeah,
form. But hey, it's not me what's doing it. I have no control over
yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh, I was just seeing if they had any more. They do got a couple, but I think they're all the same. I can go back to my hair. I'll try to see if it lets me just have my hair. No, I don't think it's going to.
What the filters?
I'm not
We're
gonna have
gonna
it
go
up
back to
yet.
the. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got the
yeah.
filter
I can
back.
use. Yeah, see, I can use filter and the background at the same time, which I don't know why they let you do that, but they do. God, they got so many filters. They got new ones. I'm gonna go back to that. See, I can do these two. I'm
Yeah,
a good watcher. I'm a good watcher. Do, do, do. See,
you
now I
actually
got my
look
hair.
like you're a part of the female roster. I actually think I remember
I
you
will.
wrestling. But Bertha
Yeah.
May comes to mind.
I don't know. With this ring, I guess I do look like I kind of got the whole. I don't know, man. Bertha.
Bertha May, yeah.
I'm
Bertha.
a good wrestler. I sit on your face and you lick my ball sweat. No, I don't think that's kind of
Hey,
like the only place you're going to go with that.
I can't do a background. I can't do that because I'm not actually on that. My camera's on on Streamlabs. I'm not
Yeah,
actually on. I can't.
yeah.
That's why
I can do.
that's why William can't see me.
Okay,
Fun fact: William cannot see
okay.
me. This is the thing,
Yeah,
right?
I
He
don't.
can
You
hear
don't have
me
it. Yeah.
because my
See, I
actual
can
laptop
change to
camera
this.
is
Which is
covered up. I don't know how to get my
yeah.
other camera connected to the Google
But on
Meet.
this end, I can upload. I can get photos off the internet and just upload them. I can do. I can have a GIF running behind me if I want. It don't matter what I want to put. I just upload it.
Slutty
That's
William.
my background.
That's your new name.
Yeah.
James has just given you a new name, Slutty William.
See if I can make it to where I look like I'm not. Hi. BFAB sucks. Her farts smell like broccoli.
Right, question for the chat.
If I get heat for that.
Question for the chat. Out of all the female wrestlers outside of WWE, who should WWE sign? Who should WWE invest in? Have a look at AEW, TNA, MLW, possibly. Who would you bring in? What could elevate the women's roster? Who would you take away from the women's roster? Who's just not pulling their weight? Who do you think just needs to get either back in NXT because they've not quite produced? Yeah, fill the chat up with that, please.
About to say, you started talking, and the only one I went to is who I'd bring on there, because you want heat, but you want people. You want people. So I'd bring in someone like Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, I would bring Tessa
Background
Blanchard. I
heat.
would have brought in Tessa
People.
Blanchard straight after the old incident with the women thing.
Yeah.
I would have just brought her straight in, straight up. It would have been not a question. It's like you're straight in. Why? Because you're the talking point of the
she
fucking
has
world
that
right
fan
now.
base. She has, yeah. But see, Tessa Blanchard has that fan base that's uncompromised. You either love her or you hate her. So I mean, but she's such a performer, and I mean, it's like everybody at TNA. They're sad to see her go because that
I mean, yeah, she was
she's
booed
just a
out of the
lovely
building.
person.
I think
Yeah.
Days didn't help her as well. How we treated her.
No.
I think.
Well,
I hated that feeding the kids moment, which I keep saying he does.
Yeah, but
because when he has
Days
an opinion against her, it's like, oh, she can never be forgiven, and literally he's sat there shouting at the TV screen at Jacob Fatu, he's been in jail.
Yeah.
He's had jail time, and you're forgiving him. You're forgiving Jimmy for drink driving. He could have killed fucking people. Forgiving him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tessa Blanchard's called somebody an N-word. Oh my gosh, can't forgive her. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's feeding the kids, and I don't like that. Because then he should do the same for Jacob, he should do the same for Jimmy, he should do the same for all these convicted felons. Do you know what I mean?
They're not, no one cares. It's not the fact that no one cares.
I looked at them, and they're worse than what Tessa Blanchard did, but yet is there, Tessa's this, Tessa's that.
Didn't Jacob murder somebody in jail or something?
What's that?
Yeah. Didn't Jacob murder somebody, for fuck's sake?
I don't think he murdered somebody. I think he, homicide-wise, that was fucking New Jack. He got convicted felonies, 3 convicted felonies or something.
Yeah. Everybody's like, yeah, but they love New Jack. Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's the greatest wrestler. I was like, he killed people. Oh, who gives a shit? I mean, to be honest, I imagine. Okay, have you ever heard any of the rumors about Jim Cornette back in the day?
I don't think so.
About having people axed? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to go. There are rumors about Jim Cornette because back in the day, WWE, when Vince McMahon wanted someone to disappear, like a wrestler just to disappear or something, it happened. Like the whole Rick Rude thing, where Rick Rude was supposed to have been murdered and all that good stuff, and the whole like Hulk Hogan. It's like a conspiracy thing with the WWE. Well, Jim Cornette doesn't do any. He doesn't help in dismissing any of that. He's right in there and just because Jim Cornette. Like if you want to do something like Memphis Mafia, that's Jim Cornette and Jerry Lawler, like all the way. There's lots of stories that I'm not going to bring up. Then I'm just going to leave it alone.
All right, I have not heard.
But there's
I don't really know the conspiracy stuff. James has just said, Dave, did you see Bailey do the ice bucket challenge for Rebel? No, I've not seen that footage. I need to.
What? Nips. I mean, See,
Yeah.
instantly, I fucking perv out. You tell me about some shit they're doing, and I'm like, hell yeah. You know, I'm like, fuck it. I mean, it sounded great with, Bailey showing her nipples. I was like, hell yeah, I'm on board already. So, like, you tell me Austin Theory showing his nips, I'm like, I'm good. I
Peter
can wait.
Shakim said Britt Baker. Aaron
I'm
says
gonna
Britt
look. I
Baker.
just,
Queen Anna
yeah,
Maxey is a great wrestler. I think
lean in
she's
them all.
so. I think she's so young now. I think she's just a young talent. I mean, it's like
Everybody,
saying Sky Blue. I think they need to stay in AEW. I wouldn't have them come over to WWE. I think it's
yeah,
Britt
we're talking
Baker.
about crossover.
Britt Baker. For me,
Britt Baker's a mess.
I would like to see her come over.
I really don't want to see Britt Baker
The problem
do any kind of crossover.
The thing is with
Yeah,
Britt Baker, and I get what your point of view is because I'm gonna kind of side with you as well. The thing is with her, she's been out
yeah,
of action. She's out of action. When was the last time Britt Baker had a wrestling
yeah,
match? When was she in front of a live
yeah,
TV audience? She's out of the game. So for me, I mean, I haven't seen her on TV for the last 5 years,
yeah.
or it seems like 5 years. I don't know the actual proper dates. So I mean, somebody want to
I
fill me
just
in
don't
with
know
that?
what
You
she
can
has
do.
to offer. I
Not
just don't
really
see Britt
much.
Baker having anything to really offer. I
She
mean,
was
she's a
good.
performer, but what she does,
She
yeah,
got over during the pandemic, and she did. She was great. She had some really good matches with Thunder Rosa. That lights out match, it was one of her best. But she's not
yeah,
relevant. She's not relevant right now. And how do you make her relevant? And WWE would struggle. They struggle with getting
yeah.
Julia on TV. How would they get Britt Baker on TV?
I don't know what Julia's got to look forward to. WWE's not promoting her really. I mean, she's getting matches and she's getting TV time, but
But
she's
she's
not
on
really
the
doing
matches
anything
she's
with her
getting.
time.
The matches she's getting is on main event, and she lost. Newsflash for anybody
Yeah,
what's
like
going to
I
watch
can
main
see
event, but
someone
she
like
loses to Michi.
Julia. I can see like Julia being upset because, and even so, Ruka and Stephanie Bakir. I can see all that because they're not getting, the type of promoting that they would like. You know, that's, for them to skip, even though it's Stephanie Bakir, she's not gonna skip because
Well, she's been
she's
out
doing
injured
great.
though, hasn't she? She's not getting
Yeah,
TV time. It's that she would have
yeah,
had TV time if
yeah,
she'd have been physically fit to have TV time, but she hasn't been. So a lot of her time off has been her own making, so to say. It's not been the company.
hmm
Oh, we've got note for you. They had something for her. They had a full program for her. But she was unable to. I think she had visa issues as well. I believe that was one of the stories what came out with Stephanie Vicker that she was having
yeah.
visa issues, so she couldn't perform even if she wanted to.
Well,
So
I
there's
think
been
she
all
had.
kind of conflicting storylines on that.
Yeah,
Athena was good as Ember Moon. She's overhyped, I think, in AEW or ROH. I think
she's in the
was
new.
she still
When you go to
champion?
A,
Did she even lose a championship? I don't even remember if she
the
lost.
pro-
I
the
want to know if
problem
she
with coming
loses
from
because she should be an
AEW,
AEW champion.
the problem with coming from any promotion, I don't care if it's Beyond Wrestling for the Northeast, I don't care if it's down in Texas, whatever promotion, it doesn't matter what promotion or New Japan, AAA, you're coming into a different, you're coming into a different system. So AEW has their system, and then WWE has their system, and they're completely different. So I think,
It's kind of simple,
and
right?
Athena, yeah, yeah,
It's a simple thing, right? WWE storyline. Why people are
yep,
wrestling. Why should we care?
yeah,
Why are these two fighting each other? AEW's not about that. It's, oh, what's a dream match? Kenny Omega
yeah.
versus that dude. I mean, yeah, are we building to Kenny Omega versus Okada again?
Well,
Probably because
yeah,
that was a big match 5 years ago when they were in the prime. Let's do it now when they're both knackered and Kenny Omega can barely lift his arms up. You know what I mean? He's fucking shite now.
yeah.
He's garbage. Yeah,
But
that's the
the,
AW
as
meant to.
far as the women, as far as the women's division, kind of what I was focusing on is like you had Britt Baker, you had Sheeta, you had all these,
Back
you know, the
wrestling.
AEW. Yeah, yeah, but she's not
She's
doing
back
shit.
wrestling. She's getting some TV time now. The thing is, there's not enough
Yeah,
TV time for the female talent in AEW. We've talked about this
yeah.
billion
But
times.
like,
There's
so
no
I'm talking
TV
about
time.
you got them, the women in AEW with when Sheeta was around, when they had Britt Baker. You know, they were telling more of a story with the women. They weren't really doing, you know, they were letting the women kind of do their thing, and they were just showing, you know, but they were individuals. So so AEW is individually focused to where, you know, where it's about you know, about the individual person as far as the women's division, and then WWE is, well, you're telling a story with how you wrestle. You know, you got to, everything's got to mean something. So if you use this move, this has to mean something,
Thank you,
you
Rob.
know, because later on you're going to use this move, you know, to show that this is how you feel. So that's why they, you know, the WWE wrestlers can't just go out there and wrestle and put on a great match, which AEW is easier to do because that's what you're doing. You're just putting on banger matches for everything, and then they try, which they fail because they're so much focus on just the match itself. You know, they're not doing any kind of building for the matches. They're not doing any kind of app. There's no structure storyline. Why is this match happening? And
The story,
WWE,
the story of Mercedes
there's no
Monet
wrestling in the
tells
ring
you
because
everything.
yeah,
Story of
yeah,
Mercedes Monet, day one of her being in AEW. Here's a championship. Not deserved it. Not at all.
yeah,
Here's a championship because you're the CEO. And then they spent a year, or well, probably less than a year, going, here's a championship, here's a promotion, a championship, here's a championship.
yeah,
From the belt collector for no good reason. None of it fucking built
yeah,
a character. None of it made sense.
correct,
It's like she's a
yeah,
champion of Scotland. She's a champion of this company. She's a champion. Nobody gives a fuck about these promotions because it's like half of us were like, well, we don't even know who the fuck they are. I mean, who's this promotion now? She's fucking champion. It's like, and they used it as this belt collector thing, doing the Kenny Omega route like he did with the collecting of belts.
yeah,
I mean, well, where is it got her now? Sasha Banks, where
yeah,
is she? You know, Mercedes Moné, is she top of the card? Is she most watched female wrestler in AEW history? No, nobody gives a fuck. The CEO
yeah,
gimmick sucks ass. It's fucking that would even suck ass in the 90s. Never mind now. I don't think
yeah,
she's that good of a fucking wrestler. She's not believable. I think she totally believes her own hype. And she don't
yeah.
come across very good. A lot of people
Okay,
will like her.
let me get this.
Not for me. Go
Yeah,
on, mate.
and let me get this in before I forget about it. But number three, you
Go
know
on.
what I would do for the women's division because I forgot about it. I just, oh shit, I only said two. Number three, I would say the women need, no matter what gimmick they get when they hit the main roster, no matter what match they're in, they need to show who they are. You know, they need to show themselves because that's what we're going to see. You know, we want to see like the look, or we want to see something that we can grab onto. So we want to see that person. We want to see you reveal in that ring during a match, during a fight. You know, doesn't matter. In a promo, we want to see through
We
because we're
want
going
the
to see
right.
through
Yeah, I
whatever
get you.
fucking
I get
gimmick.
you. You want the hood. You
We're
want
going
the
to see
wink,
whatever
wink,
gimmick
nudge,
we're not
nudge
going to.
moment. The wink, wink.
Yeah,
Where we've got
yeah,
you. We've
because
got
that's what's going to
which
endear us
is
to them.
they could
Yeah,
learn off of CM Punk because CM Punk does that. Kevin Owens does
yep,
that. They do their promos. They drop something
yep,
in which is a nod, wink to us, the person watching at
yeah,
home. And if you're clever enough to catch it, you go, "Oh yeah, I see what you just did there."
yeah,
It's like right. If I was a wrestler and I was cutting a promo, and you've got Theory and Maxine Dupree in the ring. They're
yeah,
your opponents. Or, Theory.
yeah,
You grab the mic and go, so Maxine, how's your
yeah,
husband doing? You're going to fucking drop it in there. You're going to fucking say it because you know that's instant heat.
yeah,
You're going to get your tension's just
yeah,
going to, the room's just going to go zoom, straight on you. And you're going to be the talk. And it's straight away you use that shit.
yeah,
If I was a wrestler, I'm using that shit. I'm gonna go, look, I'm gonna
yeah.
say what the elephant in the room is. Are you married? How's your husband? How's Ken? How's he doing in NXT? I'd drop that into a
That's
promo. I would
that's
fucking definitely do that. Whether it was scripted or not, I wouldn't give a shit.
hello.
Because that's how you get. What's up, mate?
I lost you.
Did you?
My back? Yeah, I lost you for a second. In my back?
Right, okay. I
Okay.
don't. I can see you
Yeah,
flicking on the screen.
I couldn't hear you. Yeah, I couldn't hear you. I was like, wait, what? My video messed up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I could hear you.
I
You
wasn't
you
doing
were still
anything. I was
loud and clear in
in
my
my
ear.
fingers. Yeah.
Aaron said
My
something
wedding band.
interesting. NXT back and gold wasn't mind blowing. Storylines weren't mind blowing, but Gargano and Ciampa, they loved the takeovers because every
Yeah.
match was great. Yeah, they Tommaso Ciampa and
Yeah.
Gargano were the show. They were black and gold. Their feud it's legendary,
Yeah.
right? It's legendary. It's a legendary
Yeah.
feud. But I think
Yeah,
when
but
you
we
look
were,
at the
but
black
that,
and gold era, you've got Adam Cole. You had the System. What's their
yeah.
proper name? I always forget on their name. I always flake on that group's name. To be honest, what were they called? I always go to
The fuck
Shock the
Brady.
System, but that's
Fuck off.
TNA, isn't
Shit.
it? What were they
Yeah.
called?
Yeah.
I flake on the name of the group. I wasn't right. I've got to hold my hands up. Right, I wasn't the biggest NXT
Wait,
guy. I
is
had
that the one with like,
Adam Cole,
with
Kyle O'Reilly,
Gargano?
Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the name of that group? James will fire it in
Was
straight
that the
away.
Adam Cole one? Yeah. What was it? The Adam Cole one, right?
Yeah.
No, that was
Undisputed
a
Era,
different. Yeah.
that's it. Good one, Aaron.
Yeah,
Undisputed Era.
undisputed. That's why I had to think of Adam. For some reason, I had to think of Adam Cole to think, okay, I was thinking unconditioned. Just then
Yeah,
you
I
said it, and I
get
was
I
like,
get
oh
it
yeah,
confused, right? I always think the system, because didn't
yeah,
they have the system was used, shock the system or something? I don't know. I can't. I wasn't really a big black and
yeah.
gold guy, right? I didn't have the network for ages. I didn't have the network, so I wasn't
I
watching
didn't give a shit
NXT.
about NXT at that time.
And then when NXT
I mean, I
started
was
to
there with the streams and everything. Still just didn't give a shit. Like I was like, yeah,
when NXT went
like they had
on
like Keith
to
Lee and stuff.
like TNA onto TNT in the UK when they started to air it on there, that's when I got interested.
Yeah,
That's when I started watching. So yeah,
yeah, but look at those. We know how all we ever when we talk about Gargano and them, we only talk about their NXT runs. We don't. What have they done since they went up? Adam Cole went to fucking AEW, and what's he done?
yeah,
What
the
have
feud with
those
MJF, didn't
with
he?
those?
That's about it.
Yeah,
Though I will give credit for AEW. They could have brought back Undisputed Era any time. They could have thrown them all
yeah.
together any time they wanted, and they haven't done that.
Well,
They've done
I think that
variations
they're
of groups,
trying
but they
to.
haven't actually put them all together. So you know what? Fair play to that. That I haven't just copied and pasted. I kind of expected them to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Patrick says, "Do you
Yeah, just
remember the rival between the Undertaker and Dave Bautista?" Yeah, sure.
yeah.
It's not really what we're talking about, but
Well, I got to go run into town, so I got to try to cut it right now and get stuff done.
all
I'm
right,
getting
mate.
yelled
No,
at, so
no worries. That's completely fine, my
yeah,
friend. We've had a good
yeah,
innings, 2 hours, 2 hours just over.
yeah,
That's good. Yeah, obviously we'll be back again in probably 2 weeks' time. Hopefully, if
yeah,
we might not be actually in 2 weeks. I think we have got a double date with Heatwave and the Mexican
yeah.
show, so there might be a little bit of a hiatus on the podcast, to be honest.
Oh yeah, well, it
We've
happens.
got wrestling watch-alongs to do. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's been a pleasure, William, as always. Thank you for
yeah,
joining me again.
same. Yeah,
That's why everybody's here. Is him, not me.
yeah. No, that's not why everybody's there. If
They're
that
here
was the
for you,
reason, we would
mate.
have
They're here
more
for
than
you. They're not
four
here for
people in the
me.
fucking chat at any one time. 4 people in the fucking chat. They're not here for me. We come for you, Dave. You're the star.
Four
I'm just a
people.
side attraction. Yeah, I'm just a side attraction. So
Well, it's been a
yeah.
pleasure anyway, mate. My fella Scrooge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I'll catch
yeah.
you later, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, I'll catch you soon, mate.
Yeah. I just gotta run. I just gotta do some things, and then I'll be done. We can sort it back up later on tonight. You wake up in your sleep and stuff. We'll do it then. I love you, brother.
I love you, mate. See you later. Bye.
All right, later.
Later. There we go. We've gone. Let me just click this out so I can have my hearing back. Oh. I'll come back to join you guys in a second. Just to hold up. Bloody wires everywhere. Bloody wires. Let's close that. Boom. Let's stick the chat over here for now. Let's just rearrange this a little bit better. So we can close out. There we go. And put me in the middle a little bit better. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Boom. I can just make that smaller. There we go. Everything's weird, isn't it? Moving me around. I'm going to be changing it all anyway soon. Put that logo there. We can have a few more minutes. I'm currently watching. We're not going anywhere yet, Stephen, so you don't need to say goodbye. It's just the end of the William section. We can stick around for a little bit longer. I'm currently watching the Women's African Cup of Nations. So I'm going to stick around until the end of that. So we've got another 15 minutes if people want to stop around and chat. This is a different way to put the chat. Yeah, it's just putting it at the other side. That's all. You changing it? No. It's. I mean, I could put the other screen thing back up. I'm just not going to do it now, to be honest. I've just put it over there just because it's easier. It makes no difference. We had the chat there before, if you remember. It's just that the image. Look, I'll show you. Boom. I put that back there. The chat would go back there. But I don't need to do that. We don't need to have that up at the moment. So there we'll just have this for now. More PSV versus Lens, ITV4, Dave. Oh, is there? I'm currently Cameroon are beating Maui, I think it is. Yeah, Liverpool did win. Did you guys watch? Yes, I did actually. I did watch AAA. Penta, interesting. Does he join Perro Del Mar? Is it? Is that what they call the group? Let's see if we got that other match. Which side is that on? Well, they got the Ofcon match. ITV. No, it's Cameroon. ITV4. Oh, the French Super Cup. Right, it's right near the end, isn't it? We'll watch a bit of that. Lens are beating PSG, but have they got players sent off? It's 2 red cards. So there's literally 5 minutes left of this game. PSG are being beaten by a Lens. Oh my gosh. West Ham drew 2-2 against Burnley. I've got to watch it again. Kind of dozed off, but I've seen the majority. It was alright, it was good. Interesting. There was a bit of a brawl at the beginning of the show with Dominic and El Grande Americano. It was really good, but 1 hour is not enough. 3 o'clock in the morning for 1 hour, it's just, no, it's not gravy at all. It's Lens have won the French Super Cup. That was not really worth me clicking onto it, but hey ho. Man City are shit. The players are knackered and tired. I hate Man City. Wow, Patrick, say how you really feel. No, it's a friendly, honestly. Man City wish they didn't tell Trafford now, thanks to City sell Trafford to Leeds United. Fun fair in Ireland. Why is there fun fair in Ireland? What are you on about? Why would people care about the Community Shield? That is a friendly match. Yeah, but thing is, Dylan, right? The Community Shield, as much as why people care, how many Community Shield matches have you heard? Right? How many Community Shield, Charity Shield matches has there been over the years? There's a fucking considerable amount. It is the curtain raiser to the Premier League season, right? It's the curtain raiser. It's the FA Cup winners versus the Premier League winners. It is actually a big deal. It is the curtain raiser. They're literally a week away from the Premier League starting. This is the last time, technically, these guys are going to get to play before the season starts. So, as much as you go, oh, we don't care about it, to be honest, you should. The team should care about it. It's the Community Shield. It's fucking longer than the fucking Champions League under its original guise. Yeah, I mean, it's bigger than the World Club Championship because that's only been so many years. So yeah, you should actually put a bit more respect on the Community Shield. To be fair, to be honest, are you going to be watching the Women's World Cup? If they're on at a reasonable time, yes. I can't see why not. Can't see why we won't be doing that on the movie channel going forward. Yeah, no, we'll certainly look at it. And we get a look, and you get to look at how City and yeah. People get to watch the teams. People say it every time. Look, we did the watch along for the last years because Liverpool. It was Liverpool Crystal Palace, and Liverpool lost, rightly so, because we didn't play well. But you know what I mean. It was pivotal. You know what I mean? You have to watch it. If your team's involved, you watch it. It's simple as that. Wait, what about the managers complain to the referees if their teams are just very exhausted? You can't use that as an excuse, Patrick. These are fucking professional footballers. How can you use exhaustion and being knackered as an excuse as a footballer? They have one fucking job. It's not like they've done a 12-hour fucking shift. They've run around a fucking football pitch for 90 minutes. Fuck. If their cardio is not right, that's down to the manager and their fucking training staff. That's not down to a referee. If they're knackered, that is down to fucking poor facilities at the football club. Are you picking the teams on Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. We're doing that Thursday, not Wednesday. Liverpool fans care. Liverpool fans would care about the Community Shield. Leeds fans should care about the Community Shield. You beat us in a Community Shield match, if I remember correctly. Cantona scoring an hat-trick. So you should care about the Community Shield. Could be in the chat Wednesday. Don't matter if you're not in the chat Thursday. I'm not switching the days. It's Thursday for that Champions League, the sweepstake. You're in it anyway, Shaquem, so don't need you to be in the chat. You're in it anyway, you're a member, so members automatically in. Robert, hello. Shit, Robert, you have missed it, mate, because we are wrapping up, my friend. Unfortunately, you'll have to rewatch it. It is very rewatchable. So you'll just have to rewatch it. And leave a comment. Leeds Hawaii. There you are. I should be in the I should be in the chat Thursday. Cool. Just make it if you can. All members are involved in that sweepstake anyway, so you all get a team. I'm in good form today, Dave. Good to hear. Good to hear. That's awesome. That was a really good episode of the pod this week. I think we kind of nailed a few things. Female, that will be the last time we touch on the female division. We will have topics for the next time. Obviously, in 2 weeks' time is Heatwave and the Triple A show. So that's what we're doing in 2 weeks' time. That is going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to that. Breaking news: Martinez to Juventus is off. Interesting developments in the transfer market. See you soon. Mind yourselves. Mind yourself. Shout out to you, Patrick. Irish Rebel. We can do the men's. We can do the men's next time. Men's division. I don't really feel like the men's needs a light shining on it, to be quite honest with you. I feel like the core of the men's roster gets the TV time. I don't know. We can see. Still a shame that the guys in the UK still have to black out for 3 p.m. games in the Premier League. I'm lucky I can watch one because the game is allowed to be live at 3 in Ireland. Yeah, it's because Sky have the majority. That's the reason why it's a money-making fucking racket, right? But if you've got NordVPN or any VPN, you can actually tap into Europe and actually watch the 3 o'clock kickoff games if you truly want to. So there you go. You can. Yeah, you just get a VPN. Yeah, you can just get a VPN and go type up to my Premier League. Every Premier League game is live, right? It's live somewhere in the country, or in Europe, or in America, or whatever. So you should be able to find a live stream. Anyway, that is it for tonight, guys. I am gonna drop off and get something to eat and stuff before I go to bed. But thank you for everyone that's joined. It has absolutely been a blast. Enjoyed every minute of it. William Mency, shout outs to him. Obviously, he's going out to do some shopping. But yeah, that is it for tonight, guys. Thank you. We're back with the movie channel on Wednesday. American Pie 2. Looking forward to it, as always. So yeah, join me for that one, and then we'll do the Premier League draw thing on the Thursday. So yeah, sadly no wrestling watch-alongs this week, but yeah, we'll try and get some kind of content out in the next couple of days. We'll be transfer news reporter for the channel. Great stream. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for everyone that's joined. I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. And this is the end of the 2 Screwjobs 1 podcast. We will be back soon. And I'll see you all later.